Oh, shoot, right. Hold on. Ha boop. Ha boop. And ha boop. And ha boop. Give me a minute. Okay, I might need more than a minute. Okay, there I am. Okay. Okay, as soon as I load it in, that automatically put me in there. That's good. Good. We'll get that later. Chombly, little buddy, get your butt out here. Oh, now you include that. All right, well, let's just see for now. How you feeling today, little buddy?
Did you just say party?
Did that even come through?
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
No, it did not. Okay. Let's try it again. How you feeling today, little buddy? Yeah, reacted. Okay, let's try this again. Oh my god. I'm so not ready for this. Hold on. Testing. God damn it. Okay, let's try this again. All right, model's acting normally. And Chumpy's run away again. Get your butt back here. There we go. What do you have to say for yourself, mister? There we go. Much better. All right, with that out of the way. Hello, hi, and welcome back, everybody. I'm Sammy Grayson here with me again as my little buddy Chombly. Say hi. Yeah, no kidding, we're on red alert. Welcome back to 100 Line, Last Defense Academy. Last time, what do you mean Chapter 15A? Last time, we wound up in a killing game, much to Dotami's delight. Being run by a mysterious being mysterious invincible being, by the way, known only as the Sponsor. I have two theories as to who it could be. One being Veshness. They say they defeated her, but Ava's not so sure. And if they didn't, then it would make sense for it to be her, because she is a one tough motherfucker. My other guess, due to the sudden influx of bees, would be Ava, who is calling herself the paragon of nature. Which would make the most sense because all the students are here.
Prepare to spend another day enduring the be ready to get.
And the vile and barbaric enemy. It's morning. I barely slept last night. I woke up over and over again, seeing Kurata's face, which... Oh yeah, Kurata bit it. So, we are down a turret dropper. They won't get away after killing my friends so horribly. If I could, I'd kill them right now. But right now we're too weak. We can't beat them. One poor attempt to revolt and we'd just be massacred. For now, we just have to obey. Just have to play the game. Wanted to just come back to the leisure lounge when we woke up. Heard off to the leisure lounge. Is it still full of bees is the question. Nozomi and Moko are waiting. On my way to the leisure lounge, I came across Nozomi and Moko in the hall. Nozomi, are you okay? You're so pale. I couldn't sleep last night. Just can't believe it. Kurata, she's gone. Kurata, I didn't know what to say. What could I do for her after she lost a close friend? We buried her. Make sure you say goodbye to her later, okay, Takumi? Yeah, I promise I will. You're not going to get away with killing Kurata. I'll do whatever it takes to avenge her. But now's not the time. They're a bit too strong for us right now. So we're all going to play this game for a little while and wait for a chance. Now we just have to push all this grief down and grit our teeth. Knowing how to bide your time is an important part of fighting. Nozomi was barely able to hold steady on her own 2 feet. Moko looked after her as they walked to the leisure lounge. Day 26. Made a vow to myself as I watched Nozomi walk away. No matter how this game turns out, I'll protect Nozomi to the end. No, not just Nozomi. I won't let anyone else die. Because I came back here to protect them and grab hold of a future where we can find happiness. And that's not going to be on this route, unfortunately. At last, I present to you the rules of the invader hunt. Once we were all in the leisure lounge, the sponsor began to explain the rules without any preamble. The rules are exceedingly simple. All you have to do is hunt the creatures known as invaders. You will gain points for every invader hunted, which will be tallied.
And reflected in the live rankings.
The names of everyone in the room were shown on a screen being held up by 2 bees.
One round lasts 10 days.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's only going to be 2 left by the end of
The
it.
person went to mass at midnight on the 10th day.
Actually, no, we're already at
will
25,
be
so...
executed. Their cryptoglobin drained by my bees.
So I think 3 are going to make it out. Executed. Kurata's death was proof that this was no bluff. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90... Actually, no, 5. Because we're already partway through the 20s. So 5 are going to make it out alive. So about half of them are going to go. Could easily kill us all. In short, we need to try and kill as many invaders as possible. Glad we don't actually have to kill each other or anything. I mean, not glad, but... If we're just hunting invaders, then we just keep fighting defensive battles, right? It's the same shit we were doing anyway. Not at all. What you were doing was merely defending your base. Hunting and defending are entirely different. To hunt, you must go out. The playing field is a space outside of the school. You will not receive points for any invaders killed at the school, no matter how many. Can't get points anywhere in the area shaded red. That's anywhere within school grounds. If we want points, we'll have to go hunt down invaders wandering outside. So we're being forced to fight outside of the ring, then. It's too much for a shut-in like me to be forced outside like this. But what happens if the invaders attack the school while we're all out there? If a commander strikes when the place is empty, it's the end of the line. All you need to do is engage with them before they infiltrate the school grounds. They say that a good offense is best defense, after all. Then we can't stray too far from the school. If we're not careful about how many battles we fight out there, we'll end up disqualified for going out of the ring. We need to hunt in a place where we can quickly return to the school if something happens. But how are you going to track how many invaders we hunt down out there? You're not counting on an honor system, right? Someone would definitely end up lying about their numbers. These bees will count your point. Whenever you kill invaders, they will count the points and report them to me. In other words, these bees will be monitoring our actions while we're playing this game. Guess running away isn't going to be an option. And last but not least, the most important rule of all. You are strictly forbidden from causing me harm while the game is underway. Anyone who tries to defy me will immediately become food for my bees. Try not to lose your cool. A rather tyrannical, one-sided rule, isn't it? Does this mean we can't resist even if you use violence against us? Don't worry. I will not lay a finger on any of you. The game will immediately cease if the sponsor harms the participant without just cause. In other words, they won't hurt us so long as we do what they say. But you're the one who enforces these rules. If you turn on us, we're entirely without recourse. I intend to run this game as fairly as possible, otherwise things would be very boring. I promise not to violate the rules. Please trust me on that. There's no way we can trust them, but we're in no position to argue. Now then, that concludes the explanation of the rules. There are plenty of other hidden rules, but I'm not so inclined as to give them all away at this juncture. Come up with strategies on your own. Doing is learning. Sponsor looked at all of us and shouted,
Special Defense Unit maggots, participants of my game, assume your new roles as proud hunters and claim as many invaders as you can.
You know, if I try to do like a reverse voice filter thing, I wonder if I could detect whose voice this is.
The invader hunt has hereby officially begun.
Not so much as a moment to prepare, the game was on. Then again, they could have just as easily used like one of the other commanders and someone not one of us. I wasn't sure how I was supposed to handle our newly assigned task, so I had to go back to my room and prepare to leave school grounds. The Invader Hunt is a point-based hunting game. So I had to review the rules of the game. The rules themselves were simple. What we really had to do was hunt invaders. However, the game field was outside school grounds, and if we killed an invader, if it happened in a school facility or in the schoolyard, it wouldn't count. Basically, no matter what we do in a defensive battle, it wouldn't be worth any points. If we wanted points, we had to go out exploring and hunt down any invaders we come across. It's way too dangerous to constantly be fighting out there. If we died outside school grounds, drones wouldn't collect our bodies, and the revive-o-matic wouldn't revive us. Death would truly be final. We have to be careful so we don't die. If we want to do that, we should probably form teams. In a team, there'd be someone there to have our backs. We could look after one another to keep each other alive. We need comrades if we want to survive. But I should find someone to partner up with. Let's go find a partner. Everyone was already there. Datami or Hiriko, but almost everyone else was there. Takumi! Oh, everyone, great timing. I just figured out a way we can survive this game. Do you mind if we talk? He rushed over to me and I explained the necessity of forming teams. So I think we should at least be in pairs. Trying to do this solo will just end in game over the moment you take a lethal hit. Yeah, we were just saying the same thing. We should work in teams, I mean. We were actually just deciding the teams. In short, we're right in the middle of a draft meeting. Echo pulled out a piece of paper with members of each team written on it. The first team is us boys and sister dearest. And the second team is all the girls. We might end up spending a lot of time together from now on, so we thought grouping up by gender would make sense. What we're worried about is Yugamu, who's nowhere to be found. He's a boy, but it's entirely possible he'd like to stick with Miss Kirifuji and Miss Magadori, as he's done up to this point. But if we put Yugamu in Team 2, then we should put Hiriko in Team 1. Miss Shizuhara is very strong, so we were discussing giving preferential negotiating rights to the weaker team. Preferential negotiating rights? This really is like a sports draft. Is it? I wouldn't know. By the way, what team do you want me in? Makes sense if I was in the male-centric team, but you have to play alone. Nobody wants you. What? What? So shocked that my voice withered away mid-exclamation. What? Why? Why am I the only one being left out? Don't tell me you guys are still suspicious of me. I thought we cleared things up about God. I didn't kill him. It was the sponsor. Isn't that obvious? No, we're all on the same page there. They're definitely the one who killed Mr. Maruko. They destroyed Sierra too. They're behind everything. Then why... Mr. Samino, have you forgotten? You killed Mr. Outski. Sure, but why bring that up again? He was a traitor. He had to go.
Huh?
Even if I grant you that, he was still one of us. If you had a comrade who could kill another comrade without batting an eye, would you want to team up with them in a killing game? No way. You've got to be kidding. But... And whenever you do anything, someone invariably ends up dead.
You're cursed. Do us all a favor and get out of here.
You're more than cursed. You're the Grim Reaper.
The Grim Reaper. It stung, but I couldn't argue. Well, it's true that I was the common denominator in all of the deaths so far. Came back to the past and immediately killed Ato. Because I ignored the message on Blackboard on day 4, Gaku was killed the next day. Days ago, I decided to join the game and encourage everyone to join with me. Because of that, Kurata died so brutally. You know, when you lay it all out like that, I look kind of stupid. If you hadn't convinced us to join this game, Lady Kurata would still be with us. It's all your fault. All of it. Give her back. Give Lady Kurata back to me.
The blood of Lady Kurata is on your hands!
Kyoshika drew closer to me, letting out a pained cry. I can bring myself to meet her eyes, which are now red and swollen from crying. Kyoshika, no! Yoko put herself between us and embraced Kyoshika. Blaming Takumi won't bring her back. It'll just make it hurt even more. But... Knowing how to swallow your sorrow is part of fighting. You need to be strong right now. I'm sorry, Takumi. Kyoshika understands, I swear. She knows it's not your fault, Kurata died. But she has no outlet for her grief, so she's just taking it out on you. I'm shocked that I couldn't utter a single word. No idea how everyone had so much contempt for me. What I wanted to do was make everyone happy. That's why I came back. Where did it all go wrong? From the sounds of it, killing Ato. I swear, Lady Luck or Fortune or whatever the hell she's called turned against you the moment you offed Ato. Sheesh, this whole slew of shit speaks for itself. Not even I can help you out here. Sorry, but you're on your own. Sorry, Takumi. Left one after the other, leaving me all alone on the rooftop. Felt total despair. It's my first time being so obviously intentionally isolated. I always had Kurata by my side in the TRC. My mom and dad were always waiting at the dinner table whenever I went home. Now, here I was, all alone. I would have to face this game of death all by myself. Nobody would ever want to team up with the Grim Reaper. But then, I thought of something. That's right, Hirako. I saw Hirako in my mind's eye. Day 5, she took me to second to last defense academy. You never really tell what she's thinking, but she's a surprisingly caring person. She might be willing to work with me on this. Maybe I should ask Hirako if she'll team up with me. Feeling a sliver of hope, I decided to stop by Hirako's room. I was praying hard as I rang her doorbell. Please, Hirako, you have to answer. If you'll forsake me too, then it's all over. Maybe my prayers were answered because... Takumi? What do you need at this hour? Hirako! Thank goodness you're still here. I was tearing up with happiness. So glad you're here. So glad. The moment I met you, you stirred my soul. Can I go back inside? You're creeping me out. No, wait. Just hear me out, please. Not about to try to tell me about the word of God, are you? No. Explained everything that had just happened. Didn't leave out a single detail. Told her how they called me the Grim Reaper, how no one would team up with me. He was just crying the whole time. So, your already very low popularity has now hit rock bottom, then. I mean, she looks like she's enjoying herself. It hurts when you lay it out like that, but in a nutshell, yes. This rate I'll have to do the invader hunt all alone. I'm begging you, Hirako. There's no one else I can trust. Please, team up with me. Lowered my head and pleaded sincerely. I believe that if anyone would lend me a hand to pull me out of my predicament, it would be Hirako. But I'm afraid I must disappoint you. My hope was crushed. Is there anything I can do to change your mind? If you team up with me, I'll work myself to the bone for you. I promise I'll be useful to you. It's simply not possible. I will not be teaming up with you for this game. You think I'm the Grim Reaper too? Please, I don't believe in that kind of superstitious nonsense. I simply have my own situation to deal with. Besides, I already have a partner. Dotomy. Just then. All right, extra points to the voice actress for doing all that.
Yeah.
Dotomy?
Oh.
Stupid puppy. Told you not to come out. Back into your doghouse like a good girl.
Ah.
What's going on? Why is Dotomy barking?
Oh.
You know how this one's been an overexcited nuisance since the killing game was announced, right? So I turned her into my dog. I don't understand in the slightest. Basically, I used strength to make her submit, and it broke her a little. What to think of it, Dotomy had been unusually quiet during the announcement of the rules. Guess she was already a dog at that point.
Oh.
I have responsibility to her as her owner, so I'll be playing the game with her. No boys allowed in the Yuri zone. Ah, fuck. Distinctively flat after being ferociously barked at by Dotomy.
Ah.
I guess I'm on my own then. Felt strangely refreshed after being so cleanly rejected. Fine, I'll play by myself. Hunt down the invaders on my own and survive all on my own too. Half sulking, I headed for the entrance hall. Hi. There's someone unexpected waiting for me when I arrived at the entrance hall. How pitiful that you must go all alone. Are you going to hunt or to be hunted?
Ah.
Are you waiting here so you can laugh at me? No, I merely came to give you some information. I failed to mention it earlier, but I have added more fire extinguishers. Now you may go outside at any time. You should all hunt whenever it pleases you. They're pretty prepared. How long have they been planning this? Now then, go out there and hunt. Struggle away for my amusement. And we're just jumping into it, I guess. It's dangerous to stray too far from the school. Should try to find invaders as close by as possible. Pretty sure a decent number of invaders were wandering around the city to the south. I'll head over there today. So do we actually get to do the board game, or are we just walking there, I guess? Just as I thought, there was a large number of invaders inhabiting the nearby city. They roamed around the ruins like zombies with no will of their own. All just basic cannon fodder. I can defeat them on my own. Just the presence and glanced up in the air to see one of the sponsor's bees were tailing me. Be here to count my points. Okay, here goes. Stifled my breath and slowly crept up on one of the invaders. And to attack with everything I've got. Wanted to attack, but my legs froze. Couldn't move. Am I scared? I fought on my own plenty of times before, but there was a difference between choosing to go it alone and having no alternative. It's gonna have to fight alone forever. I'm scared of confronting that truth. But I can't just cower forever, can I? Took a deep breath and sealed myself. I leapt out in front of the invader. Fight time? Fight time! Holy fuck. Annihilate all enemies. Okay, I'm all by myself, so there has to be like a pattern or something to this one.
Let's go. Say when. Time to use it. Here we go. That's it.
Another AP.
All right, my turn. Yeah. Boop. Let's do this. Yeah. Here we go. Take that. Got it. Ready when you are. I've got this. This should
Defense
do it.
potion.
Say when. Here.
Ow.
Let's do this! There! Good to go.
So this big motherfucker's back there.
All right, here we go. That's it. Ready when you are. Time to use it. Say when.
I'm sorry, what do you mean one of three?
Got it. I've got this. Harder. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. My turn. Ha. I've got this. Ha. Good to go. There.
Already exhausted, even though it only killed off a few minions. Can't come back if I die out here. The very fear of death weighed heavily on my mind and body. I couldn't afford to rest. I had to do whatever it took to get more points. Not to mention... I am being pinged. Nothing important, don't worry about it. Invaders drawn by the sound of fighting were showing up one after the other, and they were beginning to surround me. To face the next battle with scarcely any time to breathe in between. Okay, no big guys this time.
Let's do this.
Godsend.
Let's go. Let's do this. All right, say when. Take that! Here we go. Not bad. Oh, damn it!
All right.
My turn. Take this! All right, ready when you are. Ha! Here we go. Yeah! Got it. Good to go. Here we go. Here! My turn. Take this! That's it! I'm spent. Say when.
And then...
Yeah!
Easy enough. Ah, crap. No matter how many I kill, more just keep cropping up. Invaders kept streaming in until I was completely surrounded. I'm just mooks, but there were way too many of them. Stamina was at its limit.
I wish I wasn't alone.
Need to toughen up, but just telling myself that wasn't doing anything. For the first time, I truly felt how alone I was. At this rate, I'll die without anyone ever knowing. Just then...
I'll help you out, Takumi.
Yugamu! Heard a voice and turned around. Standing there was...
Yugamu! Of course. Showing up uninvited but sorely needed. It's everybody's beloved Yugamu Omokage.
Yay.
What are you doing here? Were you trying to score some kills out here too? We can talk later. Let's take care of these things first. Our
joint effort. Our breaths synced up and began to clean up the swarm of invaders. All right.
Here we go. Ha! All right. Let's get to the killing.
Get you an immediate
You got
attack
me
boost.
all excited. I'm good to go. Let's go. This should do it. Let's do this. There. Got it. I can't wait. You may. Let's get to the killing. How about this? I've got this. Here. Stubborn, aren't they? I've still got some kills in me. Experiment time. Here we go. Here. All right, ready when you are. There. I never thought they'd be this good. Does this do it for you? I've still got some kills in me. Got you covered. I won't give in.
And boop. Yay. You got moved for the kill. And somehow got an S rank out of that. Wow, 30k BP, if only I could fucking spend it. Is that all of them? Seems so. I don't sense any trace of them. Well fought, Takumi. You're in quite the predicament considering it's the first day. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked to see how they just kept coming. Someone's killed by a bunch of weaklings. Fighting truly isn't something to be done alone. Right, I didn't get to properly thank you. You saved me, Yugamu. Thank you. If you hadn't run into me here, I might have been the first to be eliminated from the invader hunt. Oh, no need to thank me. It wasn't by coincidence that we met here. It wasn't? Yes, I've been following you all morning. You had no idea, did you? Tailing people is one of my specialties. You just joking to play off as embarrassment? No, it doesn't seem like what's going on here. He really was following me. And it makes sense why he showed up at the perfect time to save me. But why? What's the point of following me? Oh, for the love of murder, don't be so wary of me, Takumi. I'm not going to eat you, all right? Although you look plenty delicious to me. How can I not be wary of an assassin? Gamu Omakage, the descendant of a family of assassins. I'll come right out and ask, why were you following me? I was figuring out my timing. I wanted to come gallantly to your rescue if you found yourself in trouble. Then I'd be able to show you how useful I am. Call it a courtship display. Why is everything you say so creepy? Well, that's the long and short of it. He muttered as he held out his right hand to me.
Takumi, would you team up with me?
He's offering to form a team. It was all I ever wanted in my isolation, but... Why do you want to team up with someone everyone hates? Would you rather be with Nozomi or Kyoshika or the others? I don't do well in groups. Honestly, I'd rather enjoy my kills alone, but going in alone is too risky. So I thought by buddying up with the odd man out... buddying up with the odd man out would be just the thing. Is that really the only reason? It made sense, but it's hard to decipher his true intentions. I was sure he was planning something, given that he went out of his way to ask me after I'd been ostracized, but if I turned down his offer, I'd have...
Arms for the purgy! Arms for the purgy!
If I turned down his offer, I'd have to hunt alone forever. Well, will you join me or not? This is a choice. This is an choice. Why is this a choice? Team up with Yugamu. You know... If he... Yeah, we're gonna team up with him. Frankly, if he takes us out, then that's the ending I deserve. Well, you're stuck with me for a while then. I shook Yugamu's hand. Whether he could be trusted was beside the point. Simply couldn't carry on like this and all by myself for much longer. For now, I would team up with Yugamo. I'm glad to see our hearts are in tune with each other, partner. Want to try for the best couple award while we're at it? Don't think they're giving out awards here. Also, you and I are not a couple. While Yugamo and I were trading quips, we heard it. What the? Ear-splitting sound, and the earth shook. It wasn't an earthquake. It felt more like... I sensed a torrential gush of overwhelming energy. Somebody with incredible power is present nearby. Don't tell me commanders are joining the hunt. That would be bad news. Just 2 of us wouldn't be enough to deal with a commander. A little bit of reconnaissance would go a long way right now. Tiptoe after me as quietly as you can manage, talk to me. Right. Cautiously made our way toward the source of the sound, hiding behind pieces of rubble along the way. And then...
Hey! You saw that, Mistress Hiroko? My 18th invader kill! How've you been treating them?
The bloodiest brand of carnage only I can dish out. What else? Now save your breath for tearing them from limb to limb. Let those entrails fly. Let the bloodworks explode far and wide.
These 2 were made for each other.
Oh, my Mistress Hiroko! Nobody goes wild as beautifully as you! Your rampaging form electrifies me! You're everything I long to become!
Yeah.
Those 2 are enjoying this way too much. They aren't hunting anymore. They're just straight up massacring every invader they see. Kills me to say this, but I'm afraid we must cede the best couple award to them. Something feels off, though. Hiriko's always been strong, but when did Datarumi get so powerful? He hadn't joined any defensive battles before this and should be woefully unfamiliar with combat. The euphoria of finally being able to take part in a killing game has likely unlocked the latent potential in her hemoanima, making it bloom. That's an unconventional way to unlock latent potential. By the gripe, potential is logic-defying by definition. Also, we should totally call it a day and head back now. They've likely already murdered all the invaders in this area anyway. Yeah, we've earned enough points today. Let's go back and rest up for tomorrow. Made our way back and decided to drop by the leisure lounge before returning to our rooms. Damn. Hi, Canther. Yeah, Shoma's going bye-bye.
Unsurprisingly, those 2 are in the top spots. I expect they'll be staying ahead of the pack for a long time to come.
I'm in 3rd place? Honestly, I thought I'd be much lower than that. Well, I did take out quite a number of invaders today.
And I'm in 4th. If we keep this up, we won't fall to the bottom of the rankings in the first round, at least.
First round of this game will last until day 35. Whoever finishes last in each round will be executed. Decided I wouldn't keep tabs on where the others were placed. Ensuring my own survival was more important. And besides...
You're cursed! Do us all a favor and get out of here!
You're more than cursed! You're the Grim Reaper!
The blood of Lady Kurata is on your hands!
Should be letting the people ostracizing me live rent-free in my head anyway. What a day. Constant fighting and stress of possible death had strained my mind and body to their limits. I had to rest early to recover from the fatigue, but...
Hey!
Oh, hey, buddy. Care to explain what you're doing in my room? It's just something buddies do, right? And that's what we are. Buddies, partners, bosom chums. Goes without saying we need to be joined at the hip. Join your own hips and get out of here. Come on, bud, humor me. Pretend we're brainstorming strategies for the rest of the hunt. How about that? This game's more of a marathon than a sprint, so we gotta come up with a long-term plan. Playing it by ear the whole time is bound to lead us to quick and easy deaths. Makes a very good point. Can't you at least make it clear whether you want to be disgusting or discreet? Who would I be if I didn't dabble in a little bit of both? Call me a double dipper if that's what turns you on.
Hey!
in your dreams. That we spent several hours discussing strategies for surviving the killing game in the days to come. Ding dong and bing bong.
You know, well then.
Ah.
Bedtime already. Time flies when you're having so much fun. If you don't mind talking to me, you can continue the rest of this conversation in bed. Of course I mind. It's about time that you went to your own room. The witch is dead. Yeah, Karada's gone. Oh, Takumi. Throwing me out after all... Throwing me out after our exciting intercourse without any pillow talk at all? How cold is your heart?
Hey!
Stone cold. Out. Now. Chasing Yugamu out of my room, I crawled into bed and closed my eyes. To grab every second of sleep I could to let my tired body recover, but... Mr. Death, dang it. She got stung by bees. Words from this morning reverberated around my mind, preventing me from slipping into a restful slumber. How did it turn out like this? I'm back in time to lead everyone toward a brighter future. So why am I being so despised? What I wouldn't give to return to those happy days. Day 27.
Ah.
Not gonna spend them today either. Let today's hunt begin. I trust you're ready, Takumi. Yeah, ready when you are. Day 2 of the invader hunt, we went out to explore the city again. Earn points by hunting down any invaders we can find. Found some right off the bat. Check out that swarm of invaders at 2 o'clock. Turned in the direction Yugamu mentioned and found the invaders looking behind a ruined building, like you said. I don't think they've noticed us yet. Let's get closer and catch them by surprise. Put on your pussy boots and slink behind me, Takumi. Sure. Interesting phrasing. Yugamu had clearly adapted well to the rhythm of the game. Knew how to take quick and decisive action to earn points for our continued survival. I, on the other hand... My feelings had yet to catch up to the strange situation of me participating in a killing game with him as my teammate. What are they doing? Why did Yugamu propose a partnership in the first place? Is my life even worth living if I had to kick someone else down to do it? There's so many things on my mind, but... Come on, Takumi, time to sound the death knell for them. Didn't have the luxury of time to think them through. Fighting to survive was the only thing I could afford to do now. Fight time? God, this has been the most fight-heavy route. We didn't do this much fighting in the first timeline. There's one of two. Okay.
Let's do this! Take this! Good to go. Here! Got it!
I'm good to go. Does this do it for you? Let's get to the killing. Sup, I can't wait.
Fighting for the win.
Not bad.
I like fighting just to live.
Let's get to the killing. Time for me to move. Let's get to the killing. This hurts.
Let's do this! Yeah! Here we go! Yeah! My turn! Here!
Ah, damn, not enough.
Let's do this! Ha! All right!
My turn! I'm good to go.
I think Yagama's the one who needs a boost.
I can't wait. Experiment time!
Here we go.
That's a fucking diagonals. Unless.
Let's do this.
Never mind. Oh, there we go. Boop. All right, we're outside the school. If he goes, he goes. God, I can't even take advantage of Takami's new mechanic. Did we get them all? Too early to be celebrating. More enemies are waiting in the wings. Invader's approaching at 3 o'clock. All right. Oh, they just keep coming. Prepare for the next battle with scarcely any time to breathe in between.
Time for me to move. Let's get to the killing. I can't wait. Does this do it for you? Let's get to the killing. How about this? You make a lovely corpse.
Good to go. That's it. Ready when you are. Here. Got it.
I'm good to go. Stinks, doesn't it?
Here we go. Take that. All right, good to go.
I can't wait. Let's get to the killing. I'll kill them all!
I'm dead tired. Let's go. Time to use it. Ready when you are. There!
Boop.
Got it! Say when.
Then boop.
Good to
And
go.
then boop.
Yeah!
So much BP. Fighting outside is tiring. Body resists me whenever I think about how death is permanent out here. You need to relax, Takami. At this rate, you'll kill yourself first before the enemy has a chance. I don't get it. How are you so calm? You're not even perspiring. I wouldn't be much of a professional assassin if I let every other spot of good murder get me down, now would I? Hey, what's your secret? How do I kill the enemies efficiently while conserving as much stamina as possible? The secret is your heart. That is to say, your frame of mind. Get it in your head that the act of killing is nothing special at all. Nothing more than mundane work. Mundane work? Like hitting a nail with a hammer. Like turning a screw with a screwdriver. Just dull, repetitive work to be repeated without much thought or physical strength. So basically, I psych myself into believing it's nothing. Does that really work? Anything more concrete? Like a better way to move my body or something? Your body movements are virtually perfect, Takami.
I'm drunk.
Chumbly, how did you get a hold of my beers? I was saving those for next Friday. Oh, well, that just means another trip to the store, I guess. Your body movements are virtually perfect, Takami. There's nothing to critique. So what's left is your mentality, right? Just give it a shot. You've got nothing to lose. Pretend the act of killing is the most boring job in the world. It's just dull, repetitive work. Despite my misgivings, I decided to try out Yagama's suggestions. Crept up to an invader that happened to be meandering about nearby and launched a surprise attack. Without entertaining the fear that threatened to well up from within, I quietly lifted up my sword and brought it down nonchalantly. It was just work, something that had to be done. No need to think too much about it. When after the next enemy as I repeated those thoughts to myself. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. Oh shit, I think he actually is becoming the Grim Reaper. Incredible performance, Takumi. Look, you've become another person. Yes, you have an aptitude for killing. I sensed it the moment I laid eyes on you. An aptitude for killing? Me? I think you need to get your eyes checked. Oop. It sounds strange coming from me, but I wasn't good at such things at all. Tended to miss the obvious, and my reflexes were average at best. I don't have an aptitude for anything. Gifts show up in many different ways. Sometimes they manifest later in life. Later in life? You'll understand one day. Wasn't happy to be left hanging like that, but I knew he would just be evasive if I tried to press the matter, so I didn't. Anyway, we should focus on the hunt for now. Is it just me or is that a new sprite? Now that I seem to be getting my mind under control, I wanted to get used to the hunting at one go as well. Let's go look for the next group of enemies. I feel like you could take down another 15 before calling it a day. I think we should call it a day now. We've had enough points. I was just getting the hang of it. And that's when it gets dangerous. Everything in moderation, including assassinations. Besides, if we keep on hunting, we'll run into them sooner or later. You okay with that? Them? Just I was wondering who Yagami could be talking about. Over. Hold on. Over here. This will be our starting point for the hunt today. Don't fall behind, you losers. Heard a familiar voice coming from somewhere nearby. Quietly made my way toward the voice and peered out from behind some rubble. The other group. I feel like I'm starting to use my hemo anima better. Not even a commander can stop me now. I think. Confidence is the name of the game, sister dearest. You and I both know that nothing can stand in the way of our nearly awakened powers and strengthened bonds. Or newly awakened. Don't start getting carried away, you two. Thinking you're invincible because you learned a thing or two is the best way to die on the battlefield. Your little chicks can just stay beneath my big strong pinions for now. I'm gonna let any of you die on my watch. I'm gonna protect y'all with my life in the name of Takemaru Yakushiji. They're hunting here too? Takemaru, Ima, and Kako weren't the only ones. You could see Tsubasa, Nozomi, and the others in the distance as well. Why does fighting invaders outside the academy seem so much more graphic? Like I'm really killing something alive. And all that blood. So much blood. The feel of that invader I just took down still lingers on my hands. Tsubasa, are you okay? I can give you a backup if it makes you feel better. I think a big one's coming. Why didn't I bring any barf bags with me? Lady Tsubasa about to start puking like a fountain in a fancy park. Is there anything we can give her in place of a barf bag? Alas, necessity knows no decorum. Lady Tsubasa, heave it into my sheath bag if you must. Are you sure, Kyoshka? Isn't that the Holy Jumanji Sword's pajamas? The Holy Jumanji Sword is a party animal with a soft spot for the ladies. She'll understand. She's really giving a lot of characteristics to that sword of hers. Now come, Lady Tsubasa, let it all out and hold nothing back. I'll be fine. Pushed everything down with sheer willpower. The roiling stopped. Sorry, guys, I haven't been feeling well since this morning. You don't have to mind me. Go on and get more points for yourselves. We're not supposed to mention that, Tsubasa. Looking out for one another's what teammates do. No wrestler worth their salt abandons their tag partners to get ahead in the match. Loyalty above self. None shall be left behind. It is the way of the warrior. Takemaru was desperately trying to protect Ima and Kako, who weren't used to fighting. Nozomi and the others refused to abandon Tsubasa, even though she was holding them back. We're watching out for each other like true friends. You should enjoy that sort of relationship with them, too. I feel my strength rapidly leaving my body. That's right, I've been alienated. What I just saw only served to cement that fact. Those kind and comforting words would never be for me. You look like you're in a lot more pain now than you were when you were fighting the enemies. That confirms it. Your fatal flaw is that fragile mind of yours. left the place quietly and made my way back to school, taking care not to be seen by the others. Taking back with me nothing but an armful of distressing thoughts and feelings. Got back to my room earlier than usual. Wasn't in the mood to do anything, except lie upright on bed and stare long and hard at the ceiling. Ding dong bing bong.
Well then.
Suddenly realized it was already night. Knew I should be resting, but bad memories kept surfacing in my mind and pulling me back to wakefulness. Like I'm being punished just for being alive. Pain of being despised was more excruciating than anything the killing game or defensive battles can inflict upon me. The first 100 days. Wasn't a happy ending by any means, but at least everyone was my friend. We had a barbecue. We set up festival booths. Got testy with each other sometimes, but we always made up in the end. Our bonds became unbreakable. How do I repair our friendship? How? So I was agonizing over this matter. Is that Yugamu? Maybe he wanted to discuss our strategy for tomorrow's hunt. Well, I honestly wasn't in the mood to talk. It wasn't like I could simply drive away the only friend I had right now. It's not Yugamu. Got up slowly and ambled to the door. When I opened it, I saw... Hiriko. Should have figured. Good. I was just about to kick the door down. What are you doing here? Or rather, are you sure you want to be seen here? I'm jinxed. Nothing good will come out of any association with me. Well, aren't you wallowing in self-pity today? Finally lost your mind after falling out of favor with everyone else? Including you, right? You think so? Yeah, I do. You didn't want to team up with me like all the others. Went through hell and back after you left me in the lurch. The invaders chased after me and surrounded me. I had no way out. They almost killed me. It wouldn't have happened if you hadn't turned me down. It wasn't Hiriko's fault that I'd almost been killed. Knew it in my head, but my heart refused to stop those angry words from spilling out of my mouth. Hiriko said nothing in response to my irrational accusation at first. You're right. Could have handled that better yesterday. We're already crushed by everyone's unkind words and deeds. I should have been more considerate. So, here's a token of reconciliation from me to you. Got a box she'd been holding under her arm and handed it to me. Token of reconciliation? Open it. I think you'll like what you see. Took the box and gingerly lifted the cover. Inside was... a bee. The dead body of a gigantic bee. Is this some sort of sick joke? No, wait, this bee. Isn't this one of the sponsors' bees? You killed it? I did. Took advantage of the chaos after Kurata was killed to secure one. As a research sample. What sort of research? You can't be this stupid. Research that will help us kill the sponsor and put an end to this travesty of a game. I was dumbfounded by how nonchalantly Hiriko talked about killing the sponsor. Sponsor's invincible. Can't kill them the way we are right now. We can, as long as we find a way to deal with the two weapons they wield. Two weapons? One of them being the bees, probably. The bee is the first. The other is that suit they're wearing. That spacesuit thing? Yes, I believe that suit is the source of their invincible power. She was right. We attacked the fellow with all our might, but didn't manage to even scratch the suit. The outfit clearly had some special powers attached to it. How confident are you of finding something? My research on the suit is already in progress, and I expect to discover its weakness in the very near future. Really? However, I'm too deeply involved in researching the suit to spare time for anything else. Not done anything about that bee or the identity of the sponsor yet. And you're bringing me on board to deal with the lack of manpower. Something like that. So, are you willing to join me in my quest to bring down the sponsor? If it were truly possible, I'd be more than happy to give her as much help as she needed. There were some things that were bothering me. You wanted my help. Why did you turn me down yesterday when I asked to team up? You wouldn't have come over here again today to do this. Where are your brains? Try to remember what my exact words were. I will not be teaming up with you for this game. Surely you understood the implication that I would be teaming up with you outside of the game instead. Oh, sorry, I guess I couldn't see past that big bush you were beating around. Been nothing but dismissive of me so far. No, I was alienated. You didn't try to take my side. Yes, I do think I could have handled that better, but can you blame me? I was still trying to figure out if I could trust the person you are right now. The person I am right now. Sounded like there was a deeper meaning to her statement, but I decided this wasn't the time or place to pursue it. It is going to come back, though. For sure. The Takumi Sumino that I know is essentially a good person. Cherishes his friends, has a strong sense of justice, and possesses good leadership qualities. Someone worthy of my trust. However, you killed Eito on the night of day 2. A would-be traitor who had yet to do anything out of line. That created some doubts in me. I had to wonder if the Takumi I'm seeing right now is the Takumi I know. I've been assessing you from a slight distance. To see whether you, the person you are right now, can be trusted. Starting to make sense now. Like why she wanted to come with me to second to last defense academy when I went there. She wanted to use the opportunity to ascertain my humanity. Let's chat later. Let's be on our way. Couldn't find a definitive answer to my question until that day. When the game sponsor appeared and fatally wounded Kurata. You were the first to attack that unknown enemy in order to save her, with no care about what might happen to yourself. You were like a ray of light back then, and that's when I was convinced.
You are the Takumi I know.
Yay.
The same kind-hearted Takumi Sumino, with the most disheveled and generic mug.
Generic.
Who always puts his friends above himself.
My tears threatened to spill over despite myself. To think there was someone who still had so much faith in me after being called the Grim Reaper by everyone else. There, I said it. Now, are you willing to work with me to bring down the sponsor? I'm not taking no for an answer. Wasn't as cold-hearted as to say no to someone who had just bared so much of their heart to me. However, you know I want nothing more than to do just that, but I'm already in a team with Yugamu. What should we do about him? He's welcome to join us. His knowledge in biology will be very helpful in analyzing the body of that bee. You not want to go against the sponsor, though. When it comes to killing someone, he tends to err on the side of discretion and deliberation. That's where your leadership abilities come into play. Leader... what? You've just been appointed the leader of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance. Hang on a minute. Shouldn't the one who suggested the partnership in the first place be responsible for taking the lead and... You know I'm not the leader type. Barking orders is just not my kind of thing. Excuse me? You expect me to believe you after all that tyranny you displayed in the previous 100 days? You know, the ones she's not aware of. I'll leave the convincing to you, leader. The Anti-Sponsor Alliance will turn the situation around. Finally, a ray of hope. Getting the invincible sponsor of this game. It sounded impossible, but being told we could do this by Hiroko of all people, somehow it really felt like we could. The others would have a better opinion of me if I played a part in taking down the sponsor. Maybe we could become friends again. Foolishly clinging to that small ray of hope that had lighted up in my heart. Save progress? Yes. Still in chapter 15A. Day 28. An alliance? Sure, sign me up. Gamu agreed to join the Anti-Sponsor Alliance so readily I almost felt disappointed. That's it? You're not gonna think about it a little more? We're going up against someone virtually invincible, you know? It's a risky gamble that may very well end in our own deaths. The same amount of risk we're facing if we continue playing this game, right?
It's only fair to warn you, I have zero experience with conducting trains.
Well, good news is there's no trains around here, so you don't have to worry about that, little buddy. We may not end up in last place during the first round, but what about the second? What about the third, the fourth, and so on? We'd be completely worn out by then. Would we be able to drive away any commanders who chose to launch an attack during that time? Either way, our strength will be slowly sapped away. Exactly. None of the others have noticed yet, but we're standing at the crossroads of destiny right now. Either we break free of the situation, either by defeating the sponsor, or get slowly tortured to death as the game drags on. So you can imagine how grateful I am to Hiroko for taking the lead and revolting against the status quo. The thing is, His expression darkened. I have only one major cause of concern with this alliance. What's that? Hiroko's current teammate, Darumi. She's made no secret of how much she loves killing kids. Hard to believe she'd be sympathetic to our question to put an end to this game. You know what I mean? I'm sure Hiroko will find a clever way to hide it from her or something. She said as much last night. But what does Darumi think of this plan? Killing the sponsor to end the game. She may get mad because she loves her killing game so much. I'm keeping it a secret from her. She's merely my in-game partner. That's all.
Oh.
I was never going to let her join the anti-sponsor alliance. Incomprehensible. I even bothered teaming up with her in the first place. I'm sure she has her reasons. That she won't reveal even if we pressed. Yes, femme fatale, thy name is Hiroko. Not that I approve of allies keeping secrets from each other. Speak for yourself. Point taken. We'll put Darumi on the back burner for now. So what exactly are we expected to do? Good question. Top priority is to earn as many points as possible. The plan immediately falls apart if anyone in this alliance gets executed in the first round. Stay in a rank that safeguards you from that outcome. Understood. Safety first. Basically, focus on the hunt in the morning and anti-sponsor alliance activities in the afternoon. Your role in the alliance is...
Oh.
I want the anatomy and abilities of the speed to be thoroughly analyzed. This will primarily be Yugamu's job since he's so good at dissection. Good? You mean fabulous. I'm dying to get my hands on those bee remains already. By the way, what's your role? Takumi, I want you to investigate the identity of the sponsor. Focus on whether they're an invader or not. How exactly am I going to do that? Look up books in the library or something? Horses for courses and all that jazz, right? Best person to ask about invaders would be an invader herself. Okay, so Ava's still in the courtyard, meaning it's not her. Which means... I'm willing to bet it's probably Veshness. So Ava then. Yeah, Hiroko passed me the key to the cage in the courtyard, and instead she'll leave the interrogation to me. You think she'll be cooperative? She's a former commander we captured and imprisoned. I doubt she'll betray her companions so easily. Hey, no. Let me tag along. I'm quite the killer torturer if I do say so myself. No, you stay far, far away from her. Wipe that drool off her face. It wasn't easy for me to build some semblance of a friendly relationship with Ava. I wasn't about to let this lunatic flush that down the proverbial toilet. Acknowledge. I'll follow Hiroko's general directions as instructed. That means you're going out to earn some invader points right now. You ready, Takumi?
Yeah!
Yeah, ready when you are. Took out our weapons and went around attacking the invaders loitering in the ruins. Please, not another fight. I applied Yugamu's advice from yesterday about treating the killings as mundane work. Lifting up my sword quietly. Bringing it down nonchalantly. It's just work, I kept repeating to myself in my head. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. So who are we going to kill where he's saying that to himself? Motherfucker. No, that sponsor isn't one of us. Asked Ava about the sponsor's identity. She flatly rejected the possibility of them being an invader. Absolutely impossible. I can stake my life on it. Must have solid proof to be so sure. Proof is in the strangeness of their abilities. If they were truly one of our ilk, they wouldn't be using blood-sucking bees to fight. What do you mean? Bees are taboo in your religion or something? Not the bee, the oh, right. They don't drain cryptoglobin. The absorption of divine blood is strictly prohibited in our commandments. Then again, that does not necessarily discount Veshness, because she's kind of a fucking heretic. Divine blood, meaning the cryptoglobin running in our veins. Absorbing cryptoglobin was prohibited. Reminded me of something similar I heard during my previous 100 days. Hemoanima, or cryptoglobin was it? Absorbing cryptoglobin is a taboo of the highest order. To prove that the sponsor of this game couldn't have been an invader, since they absorbed Kurata's cryptoglobin. First of all, if the hosts were one of us, why would they organize a game to hunt down their own kind? Yeah, good point. didn't make sense for an invader to urge the enemy to hunt down other invaders. However, this did complicate matters. The sponsor was neither Special Defense Unit nor School Invader. Did that mean they were an unknown third party? By the way, Takumi, if you don't mind me asking, the mask. Remember that favor I asked for the other day? Did you bring it for me? Bring what? You know, my mask. You promised you'd return it to me. Right, she did ask me for her mask a while back.
Huh?
Mask was really important to her. As much as I'd like to give it back to her right now. I'm sorry, Eva, but I'm gonna have to go back on that promise. I have to beg your face for a little while longer. Why? Why are you being so mean to me? She grabbed hold of the cage bars as she protested, tears welling up in her eyes. Exposing a plain face is as embarrassing as walking around outside without clothing. Oh, that's definitely a new one. Do you enjoy humiliating me so much? This is prisoner abuse. Wait, calm down. I'm not trying to be mean, but it's just the timing's not right. What do you mean the timing's not right? The mask is a symbol of your identity as commander, right? Wearing it will make everyone realize that you're also a target of the invader hunt. As commander, Ava was most likely one of the targets of this game. Her death would likely result in a lot of points. She's on school grounds, though, so it would net you virtually nothing. And when realized that, she was bound to be murdered sooner or later.
Hey!
I can't give you back your mask in order to keep you safe, that's all. I can protect myself. I'm not known as a hero among my people for nothing. But you can't use any of your powers when you're inside this prison. Feel like a sitting duck. But... Look, you have to just accept it. I'm not about to sit around and watch you get killed. You're not getting your mask back, no matter what. Ava looked entirely unconvinced, and it seemed like she was about to protest again, but... This is awful. She sighed deeply in what sounded like resignation to me. Hey, cheer up. Once the game is over, you can have your mask back, okay? Maskless life isn't that bad once in a while, see? No risk of heat damage to your face. Angie. I'm very sorry. She ignored my encouragements and apologies in favor of glaring at me through half-lidded eyes.
You're so useless. Can't even fetch a simple mask for me?
Wow. Thought I'd been imagining things. Did she just whisper something really out of character for her? Ava, sorry, can you repeat that again? Did I hear you calling me useless? Do you have a problem with me speaking the truth now? I can go on, you know.
Takumi's a gibbering idiot, the enemy of all maidenkind, downright pervert. I'll sue you for prisoner abuse one day.
What do you mean you're gonna sue me? Ava had done a complete about face. What could have transformed that sweet, docile lady from just now into this sharp-tongued witch? I'm guessing these are your true colors, huh? Yes, I'm done playing nice. I know I won't be getting anything out of you. It's the pits of the pits. All that hard work, I didn't even get to see a glimpse of my mask. Why don't you just give it back already? Shock of not being able to get her mask back made Ava burst into tears. She'd been putting on an act all this time. Astonished by that fact and annoyed by her hurtful accusations, but... What am I supposed to do now? I muster up the anger to chide her as she wept sadly. She was likely mentally strained from the stress of being held in the middle of an enemy stronghold. No wonder everyone hates me. Quietly left the courtyard so as not to agitate Ava any further. After that, I returned to my room and organized the information I'd gotten out of Ava in a notebook. And then once night fell... Ding dong, bing bong.
Well then.
The bedtime announcement played. Alright, so we should all be turning off the lights and jumping into bed right now, but... The Alliance meeting shall now begin. We'll take turns to share our findings of the day with each other. It had been decided that the Anti-Sponsor Alliance would be holding nightly meetings in my room to exchange information starting from tonight. You start first, Takumi. Learned anything new about the identity of the sponsor? Yes. According to what Ava told me, I shared the results of my investigation with everyone. Now, the bee could not have been a weapon of an invader. That blood-sucking was taboo to the invaders, so the sponsor couldn't have been one since they sucked Kurata's blood. In conclusion, it's quite likely the sponsor is an unknown third party unrelated to us or the school invaders. That's all from me. We are already having enough trouble with the invaders, and now there's a third party? It's highly displeasing. Be that as it may, I must commend you for a job well done. It's remarkable work for a person of your intelligence. Thanks, but can I get something other than a backhanded compliment once in a while? I'll work on it if I feel like it. So that's a no. Allow me to go next. Yes, tell us something about these fucking bees. After dismembering the dead bee and investigating its anatomy, I made several discoveries. First of all, the bee was modeled after a type of parasitic wasp. A horrible species that parasitizes the bodies of butterfly larvae and feeds off their innards. Basically, that bee was simply a scaled-up version of a parasitic wasp. There's just one major difference between this bee and an actual parasitic wasp. Bees and hornets usually use their stings to inject poison into an enemy's body. This giant bee, however, uses it to suck stuff out. Like a blood-collecting device of sorts. Works more like a mosquito sting. You all saw the bee use it to suck the blood out of Kurata. Yes, and she was drained in a few seconds, a testament to the strength of its suction. But it does bring up another question. The body of the bee has nowhere to store the blood it sucks. So where did Kurata's blood disappear to? Maybe it was warped to another place instantly? It's likely that's what's happening. It's designed to transfer all the nutrients it sucks up into the sponsor's stomach. In other words, the sponsor's using the bees to consume cryptoglobin. Just a hypothesis. If it turned out to be true, it would mean the sponsor absorbed Kurata's blood. Thought of my friend's blood being used as food sparked an intense rage within me. And that's all I've got. See what Hiriko has to say now. Any progress on the suit the sponsor's wearing? Yes, I'd venture to say there's been some major progress, much more than I initially expected. I may be able to get my hands on a spare suit worn by the sponsor in the very near future. There's a spare suit? Yes, and I've almost pinpointed its location. All that's left is to refine the coordinates. Hiriko previously said the sponsor's invincibility came from that suit. If we could secure something similar, wouldn't that make us invincible as well? Where's the spare? We can look for it together. No, that won't work. I'll search for it myself. And she's gonna die. Why? 3 sets of eyes are faster than 1, right? Because I'm the only one who could find that place. Something terrible beyond all imagination may happen if someone other than me discovered it. So don't even try, understand? Your assertive tone made it clear that there would be no further discussion on the matter. Something that could cause the unusually placid Hiriko to get so worked up. It had to be extraordinary. Okay, I'll respect your wishes, even if I don't understand them. It's for the best. Moving on, what's the plan for tomorrow and beyond? I need you two to continue your research. We're having a dire lack of good information right now. Don't forget to keep earning points in the game as well. Stay in 6th place or higher. Also, avoid situations that may end up with you dying to mere minions. As usual, we're going with safety first. If you accidentally die, I'll bring you back to life and kill you myself, Takumi. Why only me? Because if anyone will screw up, it's you. I'll be fine. Yugama's with me, and I'm not that bad of a fighter myself. You should be watching out for yourself. You were the first to die last time. Please, are you talking to me? I'm much stronger than the Hiriko you know. Takumi and I can take out a commander or 2 by ourselves. Takumi, huh? Yugama's expression darkened at that. Hiriko, I just don't get it. Why would you team up with Takumi of all people? I'll be brutally honest. The fact that your team doesn't sit right with me. She loves her killing games. I can't imagine she won't at least try to sabotage our work if she ever finds out about it. Rest assured that she'll never find out. She's just my in-game partner. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm talking about the what-ifs right now. You can't guarantee that it won't happen. You really ought to dissolve your partnership with her. No, I'm not letting her out of my sight. she has an important role to play as well. Which is? I can't tell you. Why not? Should allies share as much information with each other as possible? Gamu continued to question Hiroko about her reason for teaming up with Darumi, but she kept quiet throughout. The alliance meeting ended on a slightly sour note because of that. Day 29. It's been 4 days since the game started. I had gotten used to fighting outside the academy. Wander around town quietly in search of invaders and strike them down using as little energy as possible. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. Blah, blah, blah. Nice. Seems like I'm in pretty good form today. Doubted I would end up in last place in the first round if I kept this up. But ensuring my survival alone wasn't enough to put me at ease. The ultimate goal of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance was to put an end to this game by killing the sponsor. But what was the sponsor hoping to achieve by making us do this? Get that one thought out of my mind as I cut down one invader after another. In a way, the sponsor and Sire were similar. Both were trying to make us fight against invaders. Except Sire never ordered us to fight outside the academy. He always insisted we fought on academy grounds. On the other hand, the rules laid down by the sponsor basically forbade us from doing so. They were designed to make us fight outside. Why was the sponsor so determined to make us fight out here? Did they not want us using the Revive-O-Matic? Dying outside meant our dead bodies couldn't be revived. Was the sponsor's objective? Ensure that anyone who died would stay dead? Hey, talk to me! When did your hens go on vacation? I was jolted back to reality by Yugamu's teasing. Sorry, just thinking about something. It's dangerous to think and kill at the same time. There's a fine line between familiarity and carelessness. Keep your mind on the hunt for now. Don't forget that Hiroko warned you last night about getting killed. You're right. Sorry about that. I refocused my mind on the task at hand. Sword in hand and my mind clear, I resumed the work of hunting down invaders. Yugamu and I then spent the better part of that morning killing together. We returned to the academy a little past noon and immediately made our way to the leisure lounge. How's it looking? I don't think it's changed at all. Ooh, take that back. Tsubasa and Moko doing pretty good for themselves. And Tsubasa's not that much of a surprise. I'm actually kind of surprised Kyoshika's not higher. And Shomo, who I'm pretty sure hasn't been doing a goddamn thing.
I'm in 4th place, and Yugamu's in 6th.
Positions had slipped from the first day, but we're still within the top bracket. It's already the 4th day. It was unlikely we would tumble all the way to the bottom this round unless something catastrophic happened.
Shoma's currently in last place.
I told myself not to look at the other positions, but my eyes naturally drifted to the last spot. Speaking of leaderboard positions,
Tsubasa's is surprisingly high.
She was clearly holding her teammates back yesterday. She's likely benefiting from the points sharing system. What points sharing system? What, you haven't noticed? There's a way to earn points in this game without killing any invaders yourself. Gamu took out a notepad and started drawing some sort of diagram on it. Let's say, for example, a 10-point enemy appears in front of you. You kill that enemy by yourself, you gain 10 whole points. But if I help you out in the fight, I gain a percentage of those 10 points. Could be a 50-50 or 80-20 split, depending on the situation. All hinges on how much each person contributed to the fight. Simply joining the fight earns you at least 10% of the points. Tsubasa's Hemo-Anima is very versatile, so I'm sure she's earning points by supporting the others. So every member of the team gets some credit as long as they work together, like in sports. A strange but fitting comparison. Weaker players earn points by focusing their efforts on supporting others. Stronger players gain support by offering to share those points with those who do. This game may not be about pure combat prowess, but how well we work together. Being tested on our teamwork in a killing game? Killing game usually pits participants against each other, but the rules for this one clearly lends itself to fostering teamwork. Has this been implemented to adjust the difficulty of the game to our level? Or did the sponsor have some ulterior motive? Returned to my room, unable to quash the indescribable wave of nausea threatening to bowl me over. What should I do this afternoon? In my room trying to figure out what I had to do in the time I had before the nightly meeting. Rolling the anti-sponsor alliance was to find out the identity of the sponsor, but it's not as easy as it sounds. I feel like I need clear direction. Like, where was I supposed to even start? If only I had a hint of sorts to help me get the ball rolling. So I'll just have to ask around? Asking around for information would be the best way to find clues that might shed more light on the matter. Asking around. Yes, that's what I'll be doing today. Others would surely be shocked to see the most unpopular guy in school right now approaching them out of the blue. I can't just hole up in my room all day without at least trying something. Myself before dashing out of my room. Oh my fucking god, give me some fucking free time. Jesus Christ. At least give me some more fights so I can get some more BP to spend when this is all over. Hi, Tsubasa. Takumi? Tsubasa lowered her eyes awkwardly when I called out to her. I'm sorry for abandoning you the other day. Did everything turn out all right after that? Yeah, I managed to walk away with my life somehow. Yukamu and I are a team now. I'm just glad you're safe. I don't want to see any more of my friends dying. Though that means Shoma's in trouble for the first round, huh? Why? He's not taking part in the game at all. Takamaru's been pulling out all the stops to invite him, but he refused to even leave his room. You see. Shoma's probably going to be the first to die if things continue like this. We could save him if we took down the sponsor before that happened. Tsubasa, do you happen to know anything about the sponsor? I'm trying to find out their true identity. That's a question I'd like to answer myself. Why do they show up and make us take part in this killing game? None of it makes any sense. Oh, this is going to be a fun talk. Hi. This is Bliss! Whoa, who just shouted? It is I, Darumi, and I'm shouting because it's the happiest I've ever been. Killing game, check. Mr. Hirako's lapdog, check. Killing and killing and killing every day and night, check, check, and check. And Mistress Hirako's loyal lapdog in a killing game. What else does a person need to be happy in life? Just thinking about how I'm gonna wring the innards out of those invaders tomorrow releases so many endorphins into my brain. I may just pass out from sheer pleasure. Darumi was enjoying the current situation with every fiber of her being. Still couldn't understand why Hirako would team up with someone like that. You know what? She's happy. Not for someone who's gonna be not so happy. Hi. Ava was in her cell, looking as dejected as I'd left her. She's clearly still aghast at not being able to get her mask back. I don't know why we fucking bothered. Hello. Do not speak to me as if we were friends. I will never, ever forgive you for sending Lady Kurata to her dismal death. Be gone, accursed Grim Reaper. Give Lady Kurata back to me. Calm down, Kyoshka. I'm sorry, Takumi, but Kyoshka's still very angry about what happened, so... It wasn't popular, but actually having such vitriol spewed directly in my face was a sobering experience. Let's try Moko. Info about the sponsor's identity? Oh my, are you investigating that too? Too? As in you're also looking into this? You bet. I even tried to film a day in the life documentary of the sponsor some time ago. Day in the life? First, I made a camera with the Gift-O-Matic. Then I tailed the sponsor around for 24 hours. That way, if they ever revealed their face during that time, we'd catch it on film, right? And did you? Oh, I wish. They cling to that spacesuit like it was the championship belt itself. How's it possible to carry out any sort of daily routine with that suit on? What about food? Oh, the sponsor doesn't eat. Doesn't eat. Yeah, I never saw them eat or sleep even once. She kept buzzing out orders to their bee underlings day in, day out. Sponsor can stay active for 24 hours without any food or sleep. Sounded unbelievable to me, but Moko wasn't the type to tell tall tales. Dealing with a real main event headliner here. Better be ready for a Royal Rumble if you ever try to unveil their real identity. Okay. New theory, and this is gonna be the fucking dumbest one yet. But this is where all the clues are pointing. It's not one of the Special Defense Unit. It's not one of the invaders. They don't need to eat or sleep. Their eyes are glowing red. They have full command over those bees. And come to think of it, it's Nego. It's somehow Nego. I don't know why they're doing a quote-unquote killing game. I'm not even... Maybe Nego's corrupted or something? Or maybe there's an error in the programming? I don't know. God, that'd be just the dumbest fucking thing, though. Hi, Takemaru. Gathering information about the sponsor right now. Sorry, man. Ain't got nothing to say yet. You're just bad luck these days. Everything you touch turns to ashes. Bad luck, huh? It's part of being the school jinx, I guess. Cool. Okay, I've collected quite a bit of information. Did we? Did we, though? Learned a lot and was glad I mustered up the courage to talk to everyone, even though they basically told me to fuck off. Putting the information down in a notebook, I prepared for the nightly meeting. Okay, I guess we did learn a couple things from Tsubasa and Moko, but...
Well then.
The anti-sponsor aligned, the bedtime announcement was now a call to action instead of a reminder to rest. It's time for us to gather and report on the day's findings. So now we know it's highly possible the sponsor doesn't eat or sleep. And still manages to be so powerful. They should just quit sponsoring killing games and go make a killing in the business world instead. Who wouldn't be impressed by a corporate soldier who can work all day and night? This is neither the time nor place to be joking around. It's precisely the time and place to be funny. Morbid humor is the best way to deal with morbid situations. That's just how strong the enemy we're up against is, right, Hiroko? This sponsor person is an enigma. He's active for 24 hours without any sort of nutritional replenishment. We're dealing with a robot? We can't rule out that possibility considering what little we know of their identity. Be that as it may, I must commend you for a job well done. It's a remarkable work for a person of your intelligence. Was that a joke? Your entire existence is one. Well, aren't you something yourself? Allow me to share my additional findings on the bee's anatomy next. I got down to business today by dismembering the bee to its smallest parts. Some interesting truths were uncovered as a result. Despite a tough and grandiose appearance, it doesn't quite have the hardiness to match. The joints snap out of place if you even look at them wrong, and the stinger comes off without much effort as well. It's as fragile as life itself. But it can't be so weak. These bees killed Kurata like it was nothing. Their bodies were likely enhanced by some supernatural means when they were still alive. Supernatural. In other words, hemoanima. The ability to move around without needing to eat or rest. Hemoanima-enhanced bees. The more we tried to pry into the sponsor's business, the more of their uncanny strengths we seemed to discover. But none of these prove that the sponsor themselves was impossible to defeat. We just find a way to get them out of that invincibility suit. Last but not least, let's hear what Hiroko has to tell us. Did you find that spare suit we talked about? Yes, I pinpointed the location yesterday. If all goes well, I should be able to get my hands on the suit by tomorrow. Really?
Oh.
Honestly, wasn't expecting to find it so soon either. Since we actually have it, uncovering a weakness or two should be trivial work. Unfortunately for the sponsor, their invader hunt is about to draw to a premature close. End this abominable invader hunt seemed like a dream, but Hiroko seemed confident the odds were in our favor. Anything we can do to help you secure the spare suit? Quite a lot, in fact. I'd venture to say I couldn't possibly recover the suit without your help. The suit is located somewhere to the south of this campus. Actually, getting the suit is going to be the easy part. The thing is, if the bees flying around find out what we're doing, all our efforts will go down the drain. Because then the sponsor would realize what we're up to. That's why we're going to need a little bit of creative prep work to hoodwink those roaming bees. With that preface, Hiroko shared with us a brief outline of her plan. Our operation commences at 7 a.m. tomorrow. 3 of us here plus Darumi will head south in the direction of town.
Oh.
Once we're somewhere in the vicinity of this area, we'll start hunting down invaders. As we do, we'll destroy the ruins around there in the flashiest way possible, kicking up as much dust and ash as we can. My headphones just told me they were low on power. 1 second. There we go. I'll use the sudden drop in visibility as camouflage to secretly move to the place with the spare suit without being discovered by the bees. We'll meet up once I find the suit. I'll meet up once I find the suit and rush back to school to examine it until we can discover its weaknesses. After we ascertain a way to destroy the invincibility suit, it's showdown time with the sponsor. Hiriko's plan was simple, but bold. It would absolutely end everything tomorrow if circumstances allowed. With the invader hunt and the sponsor themselves. Will you help me, Takumi and Yugamu? An earnest plea for help from Hiroko without her usual barbs is a straight yes for me. I nodded vigorously. Of course I'll help. To get that suit and bring down the sponsor to get... I'm against this plan. I won't be joining it. What's gotten into you, Yugamu? Is there something wrong with the plan? And it's Darumi again. Nothing wrong with the plan per se. What's wrong is one of the participants. Hiroko, why are you letting Darumi join the operation tomorrow? You've been insisting all this time she's nothing but your in-game partner and not a member of the anti-sponsor alliance. She's very strong. She'll be useful in combat. That's nice, but what guarantee is there she won't turn around and slit our throats after learning the plan? She lives and breathes killing games. You can already picture her lunging at us in unrestrained anger when she finds out we're trying to put a stop to her beloved game. You're overthinking this. She'll be too engrossed in the game to even notice what we're doing. That's my point, see? It's counterproductive to let someone so engrossed with killing games into our confidence. I disagree. I'm bringing her along tomorrow, by hook or by crook. I have my reasons. Oh, such as? The discussion was leading nowhere. Neither Hiroko nor Yugamu seemed willing to compromise. Tomorrow's operation would be aborted if we didn't find a way to break the stalemate. I had to do something. I'm afraid I have to take Yugamu's side this time, Hiroko. We're putting our lives on the line tomorrow. Yet at the same time, you're trying to involve someone outside of the Alliance. You can't blame us for feeling hesitant. Even you think so. She averted her eyes and bit on her lips. Fine, I won't ask for your help anymore. I'll get the suit myself. Hold on, I'm not finding fault with you or anything. Reach out quickly and grab Hiroko's hand before she could leave the room. We understand you have secrets you can't fully share with us, and we know you have your reasons. But can't you at least tell us something? It has to be something out of the ordinary, right? Not the type to insist on doing things your way for mere selfish reasons. And how are you so sure I'm not? Because you trusted me, so I trust you too. It was Hiroko who trusted me and brought me out when everyone else was shunning me and calling me a jinx. She needed help. I want to do everything in my power to help her. Quietly pleaded with Hiroko while intensely staring at her in the eyes, praying hard that she would trust and lean on me. And then... There's a sigh of resignation. The trouble with your generic face is how completely silence me and you're spouting the occasional hero-like rhetoric. Very well, we'll have a full explanation on why I must bring Darumi along. Really? Yes, but not here, outside. I'll be waiting for you on the roof. Come alone. as she exited the room, but her wanting to meet with me alone remained. For the love of murder. I'm the outcast now, eh? I don't mind. Go ahead, talk to me. I'll be right here, keeping your bed warm for you until you return. Yeah, thanks. I'll be right back after I hear what she has to say. Also, don't touch my bed. Now, promises. Please, promise. I left Ugamu behind in my room and went out to the roof. God, this is fucking wild. Huh? Hiroko? Didn't see Hiroko on the roof, even though she said she'd be waiting for me there. Unless she went back to her room. Over here, Takumi. Ooh, got a CG with this one. And she has a very serious look on her face. Turned toward the direction of the voice and saw Hiroko seated on the ledge. She's staring intently at something. I followed her gaze and... the artificial satellite.
Do you long to see the people living there again?
Question was sudden and unexpected.
Of course I do. That's what I'm fighting so hard for.
Yes, you would be right. We're all fighting here because there are people we want to see again. We'll be able to go back to them after this war ends. That's what motivates us to keep going. In other words, that's why we're so determined not to die here. However, Darumi has none of that. She's got nowhere to return to.
Nowhere? Surely she has family who can take her in.
Not all families are worth going back to. Not that I expect you to understand.
Are you the same? She was right. Didn't understand. How could I? It's my cherished dream to be surrounded by my parents and Kata at the dinner table again someday.
Takumi, do you know why Darumi is so enamored with killing games?
Because she fantasizes about killing her family?
No.
It's very simple. She grew up in an environment that was like a killing game in itself. If she'd let her guard down, even for a brief moment, she'd be abused by her parents or teachers. Punishment awaited her at every turn for no reason other than the adults in her life having a bad day. None of the grown-ups who were supposed to be looking out for her reached out to help in her time of need. You see? Just like a killing game, right?
I had an inkling Darumi may not have come from the best of family environments, but I had no idea it was that bad. My scumbag brother. She wasn't kidding about that.
And when you go through life living like that, you can't help but wonder, why only me?
Yeah, that's understandable.
Why am I the only one suffering like this? Why can't everyone suffer together with me? Young and old, male and female. We should all suffer together. Use up our lives, our very existences, to entertain ourselves through misery. That's why she loves her killing game so much. It's the closest thing to her ideal world she can find.
I have to say, I did not expect this route to devolve into a character dive on Darumi.
So she was being dead serious when she talked about wanting to start a killing game.
Dead and buried 6 feet underground. She would have given her life for it.
What sort of mentality could drive a person to be this desperate for a killing game to begin?
Her wish to see the whole world turn into a killing game was never going to come true under normal circumstances. But as fate decreed, that wish somehow actually did come true.
When the sponsor showed up, the sponsor of the killing game suddenly appeared in midair one day. Daddy must have felt like her childhood dream was finally coming true.
She's on cloud 9 right now. Living out a dream that once seemed impossible to achieve. And she intends to die in it. After playing to her heart's content.
Die? Even though her dream finally came true.
Exactly. Now that her dream has come true, she has nothing to live for anymore.
She didn't look like someone who wanted to die, though. The few times I've seen her outside the academy.
Like you guys were slaughtering the school invaders together quite enthusiastically. Someone who fought with such wanton abandon in a situation where there's no coming back from death couldn't exactly be mentally sound, now could they? She was right. Someone with normal sensitivities would be a lot more cautious about this.
Without me keeping a close eye on her, she'll be running headlong into the largest group of invaders she can find. If I don't keep forcing her to return together, she'll keep on fighting, even past her limits. Even after returning, she always wants to go right back out to continue the hunt. It's not easy for me to keep pulling her back. She's basically committing slow suicide. I can't take my eyes off her for a minute.
Is that why you're so insistent on bringing her along for tomorrow's operation?
I just don't want to leave her alone to her own devices. A short while's fine, but I get the feeling we may be taking a while tomorrow. I have to take her along. If I don't want to come back to a dead Darumi, this whole plan would be pointless if even one person dies.
I was completely dumbfounded. Hideko was serious about saving everybody's lives. Then again, Hideko had always been like that, even last time. All of us have to survive. She would ensure no one got left behind by snatching them from the jaws of death, even if it meant taking their place. Her tenacity in this aspect had saved me, and was now saving Darumi. My body trembled involuntarily when I realized the depth of Hideko's determination. I had to admit it, she was the real hero here. I feel bad for Darumi, but this game needs to end. The sooner the better. She's never going to come to her senses unless she first wakes up from this sham of a dream. I'm begging you here, Takumi. Help me tomorrow. Yeah, of course. How could I possibly turn down a request from this awesome hero standing before me? I'll convince Yagami to help as well. Can't believe he'll turn us down after I explain the situation to him. The four of us will rampage through town together tomorrow and put an end to the invader hunt. Both stretched out a hand spontaneously and exchanged a firm and solemn handshake. The thing going through my mind at the time was what I could do to protect Hideko's kind-hearted resolve. We would work together to defeat the sponsor, and then let's all get to the best day 100 together. Well, I don't know if it's going to be the best day 100. I was too naive. Uh-oh. Kind-heartedness had no place in the battlefield, because it's Hideko's kind-heartedness that led her to end up like that. Please tell me that you're referring to last time. Day 30.
Hideko!
Ah! A commander. She's lying on the ground with blood pouring out of her back. This is a mortal wound. There's no way she can recover from this. The attacker, if I remember correctly, is the...
Squad 3 Commander!
What's the commander doing here? Why is Hideko lying in a pool of her own blood? Was she defeated by the commander? Nothing was making sense. My mind was in a state of confusion.
How did this happen?
Our plan had been proceeding smoothly. Set off early, reached the part of town south of the school, and started doing battle. Using the flashiest skills we had in our arsenal, we hunted down every invader in the area. This was to draw the Flying Bee's attention to us. Sometime after the battle began, Hideko secretly left the area like she had planned in order to secure the spare suit. Bees were struggling to count the points Yagami and I were racking up and didn't seem to have noticed her sudden absence. Felt like the plan was actually going to work. All we had to do was wait for Hideko to return with the suit that would lead us to victory. Then something unexpected happened. Took my eyes off Darumi, who had been fighting with us for only a short while, and she vanished in that moment. Probably got overly excited and decided to expand her hunting territory. I panicked. Hiroko would be heartbroken if anything happened to Darumi. Ran around the vicinity in a desperate attempt to locate her. All the while imploring her in my heart to not do anything reckless that might end up making Hiroko sad. I was praying hard for her safety. Just as I finally caught sight of Darumi on the other side of some rubble, the unthinkable happened. Couldn't make head nor tail of the scene no matter how long or hard I stared at it.
Why? Why is this happening? Get a hold of yourself, Takumi.
Snap back to my senses at Yugama's yelling. Yugamu, Hiroko's down. Most likely by a commander. Yugama's face twisted into a hateful scowl when he turned to look at the commander. That's why I didn't want Darumi to come along. Too high profile in a lot of ways. Can't blame the enemy for zeroing in on such an attention-grabbing target on the battlefield. I'd wager the commander attacked Darumi first in this case. When Hiroko tried to help her, the commander attacked Darumi as she was rampaging around. When Hiroko tried to help, she got struck down instead. What do we do now? How can we save them both? Run away, that's what. The operation's failed. We can't just abandon them. Nothing we can do to turn the tide of this battle, especially not against a commander. We need to survive so we can carry on Hiroko's will. Yugama's decision was sound. The best outcome we could hope for right now is to avoid all of us dying. But did I really want that? What's the point of surviving if I had to abandon a friend to do it? Is it choice time? Abandon Hiroko and Darumi to escape and wait for another chance, or jump in to save them without caring about the consequences. Fuck, choice time. Save Darumi. Save our friend! I'm going to save those two. You better get out of here before the commander notices you. Don't be crazy, Takumi. You won't accomplish anything by dying here. I know. You're absolutely right, but...
You are the Takumi I know. The same kind-hearted Takumi Samino, with the most disheveled and generic mug, who always puts his friends above himself.
Hiroko's put her trust in me. I won't abandon her now. I cleared my mind with the battle cry and charged into the fray. Once I reached Hiroko and Darumi, we launched into a painfully one-sided battle against the enemy commander. Oh, we got powered up enemies here. Oh, hey, Takumi. Came to save us, huh? Thanks, bruh. Hate to disappoint you. She came all this way here, but we're totally headed for a game over here. It's just Hiroko's already out of action, and I'm basically about to keel over too. Looks like we bought ourselves a one-way ticket to hell. Why don't we just accept it and all die together? If you've got energy to talk, you can still fight. Take out the weaker enemies first. You got it, boss. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay.
I wonder how many more can I get? This is perfect here.
All right.
Let's go. How's about one of these?
Slow these guys down for a turn.
Say when. Yeah! I've got this. There! All right, my turn. Here! I've got this. Yeah! Got it. Here we go.
Seriously depressing.
Ooh, that bleeds everybody.
Suffer, baby!
My turn. Here we go.
I don't want to use up too many of
This
these.
should do it. Say when. Time to use it. Ready when you are. Yeah! I've got this. Ha! Say when.
That
Good to
feels like
go.
a bad idea.
I've got this. Harder.
Adamock.
My turn.
This guy.
All right.
Let's go! Okay, okay! Get away from me! Totally wrecked!
Okay.
Say when.
Okay.
Let's do this.
An extra
Takes more
AP.
than that. My turn. Yeah. Got it.
It's killing game time! How's about gonna be? Fine. Don't bug me! Let's do it to it! How's
Ooh.
that feel?
Here we go.
Makes me wonder, can I just keep him there?
Take this. My turn.
If I can just keep him there.
Okay, okay! Suffer, baby!
Oh yeah, he's just locked there.
Killing
Fuck
game
yeah.
time! Does it hurt? Seriously depressing.
I've got this. Yeah.
It's gonna be slow,
Let's go.
but I got this.
Okay, okay! Let's do it to it! How's about gonna be? Seriously depressing. Don't bug me!
I've got this.
And...
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it. I had a strategy, you assholes. Anyone else get the feeling this commander's just playing with us? He's not even attacking. He's just... Oh. He's just standing there all menacing like. Guess he knows he doesn't need to get involved directly. We're already outnumbered in outclassed. It's only a matter of time until they overwhelm us. Damn it. Here he comes to save the day. You really are too dumb to live sometimes. Do you really think you could take on a commander with just the two of you? Gamu, what are you doing here? Told you to run! I'm just making the most logical choice I can. Can't afford to lose you, Takumi. We'll have no chance of winning the war if we do. It means our only choice is to do something about this guy so we can all get away. Wasn't much of a plan, but at least we had hope now. 3 of us, we might just be able to pull it off. Let's do this, guys. Give it everything you've got and take him down. Now, oh. Up. Still bleeding. Drive the boss back.
Here we go! Hi-ya! Fine.
I can't wait. You make a lovely corpse. Let's get to the killing.
See.
You
Attack
got me all
boost.
excited. My turn. Ha! Let's do this. Take that! All right.
It's killing game time! Does it hurt? Suffer, baby!
Alright. Oh, he's actually moving now. Ow.
Damn it! I'm bursting with power! I
Okay.
can't wait.
Guess it's a good thing I did that.
Does this do it for you? Here we go. Here. Say when. This should do it. Good to go. Ha! Got it. Ready when you are. That's it. Let's go.
Let's do it to it! How's that feel?
Can't give up.
Uh-oh. Ow.
Retreat.
And there he goes.
It's killing game time! Power up!
Time for me to move. Let's get to the killing. I like how this feels.
Here we go! Yeah! Okay!
I'm good to go. Does this do it for you?
Ow.
I'm out of mana! Hi-ya!
Oh, I win. Yay.
All right, I'm back.
Hooray. It's no use. He's too strong. Really is just playing with us. An extra fight or two's not going to make any difference. For the love of murder, if he's going to kill us anyway, he could at least go all out, too. Half-assing it makes the whole thing feel cheap. That's why you hate fighting invaders. Don't give up. There has to be something we can do. Nah, dude. We're done. Charge in one last time and get blown to smithereens. I always wanted to go out like a bunch of dirty fireworks. We're all out of options. Are we really gonna die here? Just when it seemed all hope was lost. Take my cryptoglobin. Oh.
Take my cryptoglobin.
I heard Hiroko's voice, faint and weak, but still determined, on my comm channel. Hiroko? I thought you'd passed out. Never mind that. Just absorb my cryptoglobin. It's the only way. Absorb your cryptoglobin? What are you talking about? Am I not being clear enough? I want you to kill me. I'm going to die anyway. You may as well take my power and save yourself. But you're my friend. I can never kill you. I may die, but you'll still have hope. You'll still have the spare suit. Use it to figure out the sponsor's secret and defeat them. Kill me so you can survive. Can't be serious. There's no way I can do this. I'm not asking. I'm telling. Do it now. Take my power and survive. Darumi! Oh, shit. Huh. I guess I called this. Just not in the way I expected. For a moment, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Darumi had thrust a knife right into Hiroko's back.
Mistress Hiroko! Mistress Hiroko! Your power flowing into me! I can feel you inside me! Ah!
Tried to stop her, but it was too late. As Darumi absorbed more and more of her blood, Hiroko's body began to shrivel and dry up. Oh man. Never felt this kind of energy before. I'm in the zone now. I feel like I can fly, like I can do anything. Yahoo! Darumi threw back her head and let out a crazed cry of elation, totally at odds with what had just happened. Don't you realize what you've done, Darumi? You just killed Hiroko. Save the recriminations for later, Takumi. Now that it's reached this point, we have to see it through. But Hiroko is... Darumi's overflowing with power right now. She might actually be able to beat that commander. Yama was right. Darumi was stronger than ever. She rushed around the battlefield like a berserker, swinging her weapons in every direction, even charging at the commander without the slightest trace of fear. No one can stop me now. By the time you're able to take stock of our surroundings, we realized the commander was no longer there. Did he just leave? Yeah, it seems that way. Had we really won? Somehow it didn't feel real. Relax, he's gone. I don't sense any trace of his presence anymore. Also, the thing Hiroko gave her life to get us is still here, and it's still intact. Yamu held up the suitcase Hiroko had brought from the school. Most likely had the spare of the sponsor's suit inside it. We've done what we set out to do, make no mistake. We've done what we set out to do. Make no mistake, this is a win for us. It's just... we had to pay a pretty big price for it. Yamu's gaze wandered to Hiroko's body. It's bad enough that she sustained fatal damage trying to bail Darumi out. But then her cryptoglobin was absorbed by the very person whose life she'd saved. As for Darumi herself, she was just staring blankly up at the sky. Only imagine how she felt, having just killed someone who'd been like a sister to her. Before I could say anything, she passed the fuck out. Darumi? Her eyes rolled back in her head and she fell to the ground. Looks like she finally ran out of steam. You'll have to carry her for now, Takumi. I'll dig a grave for Hiroko. Here's as good a resting place for her as any. Yugamu began digging with an old piece of wood. When the hole was big enough, gently lowered Hiroko's body into the ground.
Hiroko, I'm sorry I couldn't save you.
Again. But it won't let your sacrifice be in vain. I'll use the suit you worked so hard to get us to figure out the sponsor's weakness, and then...
I'll defeat them and end this game. I promise.
I'm not gonna lie, this is the first time this whole route that, like, I feel like I reason things out in my head. This is the first time And this is the first time that it's actually felt like I've made a correct decision. We returned to the school, determined to carry on what Hiroko had started. Fortunately... Oh, please don't tell me it's a fucking defensive battle. Okay, thank God. I have no idea where to even start with tech this weird. Gamu and I had gone back to my room to look at the suit, but looking at it was about all we could do. Neither of us knew anything about electronics or wearable technology or whatever it was that made the suit tick. Analyzing how it worked and how to get past its defenses was going to be hard, if not impossible. Well, it's a protective suit made out of some kind of specialized material. That's about all I can say. Yeah, I can't figure anything else out either. Can something this flimsy block our attack so completely? Worked so hard to get it. It feels like such a waste.
Hey!
Darn it, if only we had someone with actual engineering knowledge on our side. As if in answer to my exasperated cry. Tsubasa? Someone's here at this hour? You don't think it's a sponsor, do you? It's not totally out of the question. They might have realized we got our hands on a suit just like theirs. The bell rang again. Pretending I wasn't here would only put off the inevitable. The sponsor was relentless. If I was going to die anyway, might as well put up a fight here and now. Took a deep breath and opened the door. Yay! Tsubasa? Definitely hadn't expected to see her standing on the other side. As this game began, everyone except Yugamu and Hiroko had been keeping their distance from me. Tsubasa's eyes were downcast. She looked like she might start to cry at any moment. Hey, what's wrong? Howdy, Tsubasa. You're looking pretty grief-ridden this evening. Is there something bothering you? Be glad to listen if you want to talk about it. I have a feeling we're not the kind of people you really want to confide in, though. Yugamu's laid-back attitude did nothing to put Tsubasa at ease. Eventually, she did speak up on her own.
I'm sorry, Takumi. I'm so sorry.
And all of a sudden, she burst into tears. Calm down, Tsubasa. What's all this about? What are you apologizing for? Is it because you didn't let me join your team? You don't have to worry about that. I'm doing fine. No, that's not it. I was there, Takumi. When Hiroko was fighting that commander, I was watching the whole time. Huh? Tsubasa was there too? I wanted to help. If I'd activated my Hemo Anima, I could use my car to get Hiroko and Darumi out of there and bring them back to the school. But I was so scared I couldn't move. And while I was wondering what I should do, Hiroko got wounded, and then she... I'm sorry, Hiroko. I'm sorry, Takumi. I just stood there and let her die. No, apologizing won't fix this, but... I had no idea what to say. I knew all too well how much it hurt not being able to save someone. That's why I knew nothing I could say would take away that pain. But before I could even try... You're right, Tsubasa. A simple apology isn't going to cut it. Yugamu got there first, speaking in a harsh tone I hadn't heard him use before. You didn't save Hiroko when you had the chance. That also put our lives in danger. It's not the kind of crime you can just wipe clean. Letting someone die is basically the same as killing them. And you had the gall to give Takumi the cold shoulder. At least he still has a shred of human decency in him. There's more I can say for you. Yugamu, I know you're mad, but that's going too far. Tsubasa already feels terrible. She doesn't need you making it worse. No, it's fine, Takumi. He's right. I'm always like this. Whenever there's any kind of conflict, I just go with the crowd. When Gaku died, I suspected you because that's what everyone else was doing. It was the same when we decided to form teams. Everyone said to stay away from you, so that's what I did too. Never stand up and make important decisions for myself. Now, Hiroko is dead because of me. Tarumi's probably heartbroken too. I could have stopped all that from happening. Wow, she really did say everything. She's probably still in shock. I'm a terrible person, aren't I? Treating my friends' lives with so little respect. So disgusting it makes me want to puke. Tsubasa didn't stop at dry heaving. She vomited all over the floor, tears still streaming down her face. You're amazing, Takumi. You jumped right in to fight that commander and try to save Hiroko. Can't believe I've been so awful to you all this time. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Takumi, for everything. I'd be lying if I said I was ready to completely forgive Tsubasa and called it all water under the bridge. But I wasn't going to hold anything against her. Now, and she was already suffering this much. Just the thought that I was so capable of some kind of compassion was comfort in itself. You can cry all you want. It's not going to erase what you did. The world wouldn't need the police if atonement was that easy. What is with you today, Yugamu? Tsubasa's made some mistakes, but you don't need to be so hard on her. Tsubasa, if you really want to make up for letting Hiroko die, there's just one way.
Indirectly or not, you caused a death. Now you have a duty to save lives instead.
Save lives? But how do I... Just a suggestion. But how about you join up with me and talk to me? We're working on something that could save everyone, and we just so happen to need somebody with your particular skill set. It's kind of like carrying on Hiroko's legacy, too. This is what she gave her life for. Of course, it'll mean putting yourself in a lot of danger, but what do you say? Will you help us? Tsubasa didn't say anything for a while. She just stood there staring at her feet, and the pile of vomit that she left. That Takumi is now going to have to clean up. Then she nodded, as if she'd come to an important decision. Okay. I don't know what you guys are up to, but if I can save everyone, I'm in. So, what do you want me to do? When Tsubasa said that, Yugamu turned to me and winked. Now it makes sense. He made her feel worse, so she'd feel like she had no choice but to join us to atone. Can't say I like that he manipulated her feelings like that, but we do need all the help we can get. Here's how it is, Tsubasa. One eternity later. Told her about the secret plans, how it formed an alliance to take on the sponsor and end this game. And how, thanks to Hiroko, we now had a spare of the kind of suit that the sponsor wore. Spare suit? Whoa, awesome, it's the real thing! You see, Hiroko risked everything to get us this. Yeah, but the stuff isn't really our area. Got no idea what we're supposed to do with it to learn anything useful. What do you think, Tsubasa? Do we need some kind of special machinery to analyze this thing or what? Maybe we should take it to the metal shop. We don't want anyone to find out we've got this, though. Somewhere we can investigate without being seen. I might be able to help with that. You see, there's a secret lab. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who knows about it. When you guys see it, it'll knock your socks off. Is that crazy? You'll understand once we get there. Come on, I'll take you there now. Follow me. There's another room in the school. Gathered up the suit and left my room, letting Tsubasa lead the way to the secret lab she'd found. And it's the gym. Finally, we were at the raised stage area in the gym. This is your secret lab? I guess people don't come here all that often. Back up, guys, you're gonna fall. Go stand by the edge for a sec. Fall? Fall where? Tsubasa shooed us to the edge of the stage, then knelt down and began pulling on a broken floorboard. Hurrah! But once the board came loose, and then... Ooh. There's some useful information. A hole. Peeling back that one board had somehow made a huge hole appear in the stage. I happened to find a map of this room when I was fixing the corpse recovery drone program using the War Room computer. So that's been fixed now. Sorry to have kept that a secret all this time. I always wanted a place like this I could have all to myself. Now, you made the right call. We have somewhere we can talk without worrying about being overheard. I'm gonna warn you, try not to be too shocked by what you see in there. Even if you are, try not to scream. It's like an echo chamber down there. Shocked? Scream? What the world is in this lab? I don't know if I can explain it all that well. It'll be easier to just show you. There's a ladder leading down. Come on, before anyone sees us. Sure. Followed Tsubasa down the ladder and into the secret basement room. Sure enough, what greeted us at the bottom was something I'd never have imagined. What the... Oh, the escape pod! We found it! I had to hold myself back from letting out a wordless cry of surprise. Inside the lab was a large machine that looked like some kind of spaceship. This is the escape pod! I'd seen it before, of course, at the end of my first 100 days here. I never expected to see it here like this. Yeah, I was shocked when I first saw it too. I knew it must be the pod you told us about. This place is probably designed to store it safely until it's needed. Is there any chance you could get it working now? I thought of that, but it's no good. It's locked up tight and there's no way to get in. Could probably force it open, but we can't exactly go into space with a damaged door. Must have security measures to stop anyone using it before day 100. It's the only time we're allowed to leave the school. We can think about the pod later. Let's concentrate on the suit for now. Do you need any machinery from the metal shop? We can go get it for you. No, I should be fine. There's plenty of gear in here for me to get started. Around the lab, it's full of miscellaneous machines and equipment. Probably stuff Tsubasa brought in already. Also a lot of weapons for some reason. Yeah, I figured I'd make those and keep them here for emergencies. Just in case we ever need to hole up in here. Snuck in some food supplies too. Help yourself and get hungry. It's a real stronghold down here. It'll make a perfect headquarters for the Anti-Sponsor Alliance. So, how are you going to investigate the suit's capabilities? Got any experiments in mind? Basically want to know how to break through the suit's defenses, right? The fastest way to figure that out is to try a bunch of stress tests and see how it holds up. Testing its resistance to stretching, pressure, elastic, and plastic deformation, you can start getting a better idea of its fracture toughness. Deformation? Fracture? Some of those terms were lost on me, but at least one of us knew what we were doing. Okay, well, let's get started. Figuring out the suit's weakness is only the first step. Once we've done that, we're taking the sponsor down. Spent the rest of the night testing and analyzing the suit any way we could. Did it work whatsoever? Day 31. The next morning, made my way to the leisure lounge where the sponsor was loafing around as usual. Takumi Sumino. What are you doing here so early? Did you miss me? You could say that. I wanted to see you anyway. Do you have time to talk? Hardly a respectful attitude to take towards someone in my position, but I'll allow it. You are one of my most accomplished hunters, after all. Hunter? Me? No need to be modest. Just take a look. The results speak for themselves. Sponsor gestured to one of their bees and brought up a display of the leaderboard.
I honestly didn't expect you to gain this much of a lead so quickly.
Number 2.
The advent of a dark horse like yourself makes this game that much more exciting.
Well, because of the commander. Or did driving it off actually make a difference? At some point, I made it all the way to number 2 in the rankings. Hiroko had been at number 1 all this time, but now that she's dead, I was catching up. You made impressive contributions to my little game. I was just thinking you deserve some kind of reward. A reward, huh? Since we're here, how about you play a game with me? Very well, if that's what you want. What shall we play? As I said before, I'm grateful to you for becoming such an accomplished hunter. I'm even willing to turn a blind eye if you ever want to bend the rules a little. That actually helps a lot, because what I want is a duel to the death. I'm going to fight you, and I'm going to win. And then, I'm ending this stupid game of yours once and for all. So, it's come to this. Very well. Activate your class armor in Hemo-Anima. Attack me all you want. Your sword is no more a threat to me than a blade of grass. Sponsor clearly didn't consider themselves in any danger. Stood there radiating absolute confidence, knowing that nothing I could do would hurt them. Nice of you to be so laid back about it. But I won't be attacking with my sword. I'll be using this crossbow. I brought out a crossbow Tsubasa had made with the Gift-O-Matic. Normally, using a conventional weapon like this would be pointless, especially against an invincible opponent like the sponsor. Fool! What are you thinking, turning something like that on me? Such insolence will not stand. A hunter should use Hemo-Anima. Oh, was the suit invincible to Hemo-Anima specifically? Just like that, the sponsor's confident demeanor vanished, and they began to panic. Looks like we were right about the suit's weakness. We performed every kind of stress test we could think of on the spare last night and discovered something very interesting. I knew it. The suit isn't actually all that strong. It'll distort from just a little force, and it's not that much tougher than a regular protective suit. A long knife or something could probably cut through it pretty easily. Doesn't make sense, though. The suit is that weak. Why don't any of our attacks work on it? Is this spare one a fake, maybe? Is it actually different from the sponsor's one? No, it's the real thing. The material's the same as what the sponsor wears, anyway. So why is this one so much weaker? I think it's not weak so much as built for purpose. What do you mean? Ever since I saw this suit, something about it has been bothering me. It looks like some kind of protective gear, So what is it supposed to protect its wearer from? Not sure I follow. Workers at nuclear power plants wear suits to protect themselves from radiation, right? And firefighters have one to protect against high temperatures, and divers have ones for water pressure. Protective suits are made with specific hazards in mind, stuff that's only a threat in certain environments and scenarios. There's not a lot of use outside of those scenarios. Have you ever felt an actual radiation suit? They're basically paper thin. I think it's the same with this suit. It's designed to protect against one particular threat and nothing else. Protective gear for a specific threat. Desperately tried to think over what Tsubasa had said and what it could mean. What kind of scenario was the suit built for? That was obvious enough, to protect the sponsor from our attacks. First time we fought them, we attacked every bit of hemo anima we could muster. But at the end of our assault, the sponsor was still standing, without having taken the slightest bit of damage. Looks like our attacks, our hemo anima, had no effect at all. And then it hit me like a bolt from the blue. I knew what the suit was for. I knew what threat it was guarding against. Of course, the suit is... That suit is designed to repel any and all hemo anima attacks. But the trade-off is that it's weak against regular attacks, isn't it? You're letting your imagination run wild. I am invincible. Your pitiful intellect cannot hope to understand my power. Sponsor's voice was calm, but they were clearly shaken. I had no doubt we were right about this.
Hey!
Only wished I'd noticed sooner. Suit only blocked hemo anima attacks, not physical ones. Such a simple weakness, but I can see why I hadn't thought of it until now. First encounter with the sponsor had totally demoralized us. Attacked them with everything we had, our very strongest attacks. Not one of them had worked. This person is invincible. There's no use trying to fight them. That was the idea that had been implanted in our heads that day. After sowing that seed of doubt, we all accepted that we had no choice but to do what the sponsor said. And now we know the truth. Once a trick is exposed, the con artist behind it is finished, just like this game. I'm warning you, Takumi. Stand down now, and we can forget this ever happened. This is for my friends! Trigger and fired off 3 arrows in quick succession. And a hit. They pierced the suit and buried themselves in the sponsor's body. No hiding it now. My attack had clearly done some damage. There were holes in the suit now. We weren't dealing with an invincible opponent after all.
We did it! Did you see, Hideko? We broke through the sponsor's defenses.
Not bad, Takumi Sumino. I'll confess I didn't think you'd ever figure out the secret of my suit. For this, at least, I must congratulate you. Gee, thanks. It's an honor, but it's your death I want, not compliments. Me? Die? Don't be ridiculous. The game has only just begun. And you're forgetting something, Takumi. This suit isn't the only weapon I have at my disposal. I still have... the bees! I had a familiar cacophony of buzzing and beating wings as the bees flew down from the ceiling. It sounded angry. I'd broken a rule after all. I'd injured the sponsor. My suit may not be an immovable object, but my bees are as unstoppable a force as ever. What now, Takumi Sumino? Think you can defend against this? No, there's nothing I can do about your bees. If they attack now, I'd be riddled with holes and have every last ounce of my blood drained. If they attack me, that is. That's why I'm tagging in. Good work, Takumi. You played your part beautifully. Against someone with the proper protection, things wouldn't be so simple. So we're just not going to find out who this person actually is. Who are you? Why do you have that suit? Me, Yigamu Omakage. Guess you can't tell because of the voice, huh? Apparently the voice changer came as standard with these suits. This one destroyed Yugamu's voice to sound just like the sponsors. I decided to borrow one of your precious suits for a little while. It seemed like the best way to stop me getting turned into a pincushion. The bee stingers were powerful, that much is true. But that was because they'd been augmented with hemo anima. Repelled any and all hemo anima attacks. Yamu wearing one, the bees were no threat at all. You and that suit have given us a lot of trouble. Now we're using the same technology to defeat you. You know how it is. What goes around comes around. Insolence. This will not stand. Don't you realize who I am? I am the one who spreads death across the planet. The all-seeing, all-knowing game master. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut you off there. We really don't have time to listen to your final monologue. I'll take it from here, Takumi. Go. Right. Both started running. I ran for the door while Yugamu charged right toward the sponsor. The bees dutifully flew in to protect their master, but all in vain. Yugamu swatted them aside with one swipe of his arm, killing them instantly. That suit made him the worst possible opponent for them to go up against. Finally, Yugamu reached the sponsor. And then, he opened his clenched fingers to reveal he was holding something. All it takes is one little hole to render your protective gear practically useless. The first thing we need to do is open a hole in the sponsor's suit. Any one of these range weapons should be enough to do that. Right, if the suit is weak against physical damage, a gun should do the trick. I'm no marksman, though. I'll probably more likely to hit my target with something like a crossbow. Once the suit is torn, the sponsor won't be immune to cryptic weapon attacks anymore. That's where this comes in. Stuff this bomb in the hole, and the sponsor will get burned to a crisp. Spots held up a tiny mechanical suit. This baby's filled with undying flames. All it needs is a little impact to detonate it. Basically a downgraded version of the one we used on Veshness. But I can only make one, so we only get one shot at this. If one of these bombs could destroy Veshness, they could destroy anyone. That included the sponsor, whoever they really were. We had our plan, all that was left was to assign roles and iron out the details. Sponsor would stand ready with a fire extinguisher outside the leisure lounge in case anything went wrong. I'd use the crossbow to puncture a hole in the sponsor's suit, and Yugamu would be the one handling the most dangerous part of the plan, actually detonating the bomb. Are you sure about this, Yugamu? We'll have to get really close to the sponsor to put the bomb in their suit in the first place. If anything goes wrong, you'll be left wide open. Don't worry about that. I'm really good at ramming stuff in holes that look like they'd be too small to fit. I see. Trying to be serious here. I'm gonna have to ask you to stick to the matter at hand. Sure thing, Takumi. Or you can be the one sticking it to me if you prefer. You know me, I swing both ways. Stay on topic, please. Out of his usual devil-may-care attitude, I could tell Yugamu was serious. His fists were clenched tight. He was determined to end this game. Even if it meant risking his own life killing the sponsor, he was prepared to do what needed to be done.
Get away! Don't you dare touch me with those filthy hands!
Undaunted, Yugamu grabbed hold of the sponsor. He slipped a miniature bomb into the hole in the suit, and then... one little hit, and the undying flames enveloped the sponsor's entire body. Our tormentor writhed in pain, convulsing like a crazed dancer. At some point, the sponsor's vocal cords must have burned away. They weren't screaming anymore, just making hollow choking noises. Even with the flames eating away at every fiber of their being, the sponsor held on to life for as long as they could. Finally, they let out one last unnatural, almost inhuman scream. Flames still looking at their body, they collapsed onto the floor. Tsubasa and I stepped back into the lounge, and we stood there with Yugamu, watching the sponsor burn. Didn't want to risk taking our eyes off them in case they suddenly came back to life somehow. Fear rooted us to the spot. We had to be sure. We needed to see this person die. They're really dead now, aren't they? Yeah, no one could possibly survive that. And we really won. We won. The moment I said the words, it suddenly felt a lot more real. We'd taken down the invincible sponsor and ended the invader hunt. Yo, what the hell is all this noise in here? Heard a weird voice shouting, "Guy," or something. Sounded like nails on a chalkboard. There was an explosion, too. The others all came running in. The sponsor's death cries must have echoed all throughout the school. Takumi, Tsubasa, what are you guys doing? Get over here! That's right, you have to get away from the sponsor. Oh, of course, with Yugamu wearing the suit, they think he's the sponsor. Hey guys, you picked the perfect time to join us. Come warm yourselves by the fire. Fire? But it looks like there's a person in there. Vile fiend, did you incinerate one of our friends for your sick entertainment? This has gone far enough. It's time for the Holy Jumanji Sword to cut you down. Wait, Kyoshika, I don't think that's the sponsor. It's Yugamu. Oop. This one. Now that you mention it, he does sound like him. What's the deal? What's going on here? If Yugamu's the sponsor, and the sponsor's Yugamu, then who the heck am I? Takumi, Tsubasa, you got some explaining to do. That's Ugamu in the suit. Where'd the real sponsor go? Huh? Just stay calm, okay? I'll explain everything. I took everyone through what our team had been doing, starting with me, Ugamu, and Hiriko forming our secret alliance, and how Hiriko somehow knew a way for us to get our hands on a spare version of the suit the sponsor wore. That first mission had succeeded, but at the cost of Hiriko's life. And Tsubasa had joined the alliance and figured out the suit's weakness, allowing us to put this plan into action. So you see, we don't have to worry about scores or executions anymore. It's over. We won! Thought that they'll be happy to hear about this. Just freed them all from the life and death struggle we've been in since this game began, after all. What's the matter, guys? Is it really over, though?
Yeah.
The sponsor was so strong before. Hard to believe you killed them just like that. Right, and we didn't see it happen for ourselves. I don't think we're lying, do you? No, that's not it. It's just... It's more like all of this is happening so fast and we weren't there for so much of it. It doesn't feel real, you know? And I was the one who was supposed to avenge Lady Karada. Wow, this is not the reaction I was expecting. Not asking for a victory party or anything, but you can at least relax now. The sponsor's gone. Wow, this is a real mood killer. You guys are gonna need some time, huh? Let's call it here for the day. You can always accept your praise and adulation later. Things still feeling awkward between us and the other teams. We went our separate ways and I returned to my room. Oh, these guys are never gonna be fucking happy.
Up and Adam troops, time to get ready, prepare to spend, be ready to give your lot.
For once, we do actually end a killing game early, and they're just like, I don't know. Fucking hell. Morning announcement played just as I got back to my room. Yeah, I guess I should get some rest. I looked at myself vaguely and practically threw myself at the bed. The moment my head hit the pillow, I felt a gratifying sense of accomplishment welling up inside me. Did it, Hiriko. Defeated the sponsor. All thanks to you. My grief from losing Hiriko hadn't gone away, but now I knew that she hadn't died in vain. The others would come around. Just need time to process it. No more turning against each other. No more killing game. Finally be a real team again. Maybe even friends. Comforted by that thought, I closed my eyes. From here on, we'd all live a fun, peaceful life. That was how I wanted the rest of our 100 days here to go. Just like the better times we had last time around, maybe we could hold another barbecue party. Or a festival. Maybe we could all go to the beach together. That'd be a nice change of pace. Still imagining all those different possibilities, I felt myself drifting off to sleep. But then my doorbell started ringing. Visitor? This hour? Really don't feel like getting out of bed right now. So I had to pretend I hadn't heard. Whoever it was and whatever they wanted, it could wait. My dreams are calling me. Is what I would say. All right, I'm coming. Oh no, it's gonna be Daughter Me, and she's gonna be uber fucking pissed, isn't she? Dragged my tired body out of bed and stumbled over to the door. I opened it and... Oh, it's Ugamu. What are you doing here? Please don't tell me you want to hold another meeting. Can we do it tomorrow? Sorry, Takumi. I think it might be a little soon for us to be celebrating. Huh? What does that mean? The sponsor's dead. We made sure of that. 3 of us had stood and watched as the master of the killing game burned away to ashes. Absolutely no way they could still be alive. Now, the sponsor's dead, all right, but the bees are a different story. While we were fixated on watching the sponsor die, they all flew off. Some of them might still be lurking in the school somewhere. But now the sponsor's not here to control them anymore. Wouldn't they just leave? The thing about bees is they don't like to change their habits all that much. We're better off getting rid of them here and now so they don't start building nests and breeding. Great. So now we're exterminators. I could put off the job until later, but I knew I'd never forgive myself if someone got hurt because of those bees. All right, I guess we should go look for them. How are we going to do this? I'll handle the schoolyard and the rooms on the first floor. You take the second and third. If you hear even the tiniest hint of buzzing, get out of there and come find me. I'll put on the suit and take him out. We still have the protective suit Hideko had gotten for us. At least with that around, there's no danger of the hemoanima augmented insects killing us. That Gamu and I set out to check the campus for bees. Shouldn't just wander around at random. I'll see if everyone's okay and ask if they've seen anything first. Where's Datami? I don't like this. Hi. Ava sat in her cage, still looking as dejected as I'd left her earlier. I was still in shock at not being allowed her mask back. Hello. Oh, talk to me. Perfect timing. For what? Kyosuke has something she wants to say to you. Don't you, Kyosuke? Nozomi pushed Kyosuke forward. Sir Takumi? For avenging Lady Kurara's death, and for my rudeness up until now, that is to say, I'm... Kyosuke trailed off, unable to look me in the eye. An awkward silence stretched out between us. Sorry, Takumi. I think Kyosuke needs more time to get her head together. She wants to apologize to you, but she's not sure how or where to start. It's fine. She really doesn't have to apologize. It's all in the past now. It's nice of you to say that, but this is something she needs to do before we can put it behind us. Just give her a little more time, okay? Sure. Whatever you need. You know where to find me. After that awkward phase where they were calling me the Grim Reaper, I was finally back to being able to talk to Nozomi and Kyosuke normally again. I found myself getting a little choked up. All that hard work defeating the sponsor had been so worth it. And how's Moko doing? I wonder. Fuck. Hey, how's it going, champ? What was that all about? Talk to me. Thank you so much for taking down that scumbag who killed Karada. I'm so happy that tears of joy just won't stop coming. You're my absolute hero now. Best wrestler ever. Instant Hall of Famer, no question. Not a wrestler, though. Oh, well, it's just nice to see her so happy. Hey, Moko, we're checking to see if any of the sponsors' bees are still... Moko? V! Ricka Raka, Firecracker, Sis Boom Ba! Everybody hustle! Woo! Victory! Moko might be a little too happy. I don't think I'll get any useful information out of her. Yeah, you just, keep doing what you're doing there, girl. Yeah, if any of them are still here, they would probably be around here. Sponsor hasn't shown up here all day. Level with me, Takumi. Are you serious? Did you really kill that bastard? Yeah, didn't do it alone, though. Jugamu, Tsubasa, and even Hideko. They all put their lives on the line to make this plan a success. Now the sponsor is gone. They don't have to compete against each other anymore. Listen up, Takamaru. We're allowed to be happy the invader hunt is over. You idiot. I got no right to be happy at a time like this. What do you mean? So damn pathetic. Push you away, talked all that shit about you being shady, went ahead and let you do all the hard work and saved our asses. For real, I hate myself so much. Wish I could just drop dead. Don't say that. You survived the killing game. Your life is precious. So precious about a life you gotta live in shame. Sorry, man, I just can't be around you right now. And hey, sorry about all that stuff. I'll find a way to make it up to you. His eyes downcast, Takemaru slowly trudged away. Really don't need to do that. And let's go talk to Tsubasa. Hello. What? The sponsor's bees are still alive? I only said they might be. I hope we're wrong, but we have to make sure. Can you think of anywhere they might be able to hide Tsubasa? Honestly, I don't know if this is relevant, but since you're asking, I did hear some weird noises coming from that room on the first floor. You know, the one with the strange machines. What kind of noises exactly? It almost sounds like people talking. There's no way someone would be hiding under a creepy place like that, right? You know, it's probably just my imagination. Didn't sound anything like bees anyway. The room with the strange machines. It's probably nothing, but maybe I'll check it out just in case. Please, for the love of fuck, tell me the sponsor didn't put their DNA into the Revive-O-Matic. Please, game, I beg you, tell me that's not where this is going. Hi, Shimmer. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Whoa, what's with you all of a sudden? If you hadn't ended the killing game, I would have been the one getting executed on the end of this round. Defeating the sponsor, you saved my life, Takumi. I never got the chance to say thank you this morning, so now I have to make up for that. Giving an insignificant dust bunny like me a second chance at life, I'm eternally grateful. It's okay, Shoma, really. I mean, this is a victory for all of us. By the way, have you seen any of the sponsors' bees around today? Doesn't look like I'm gonna get any useful information out of them. I'm still missing somebody. Oh, right, Igamu.
Huh?
You're still here, Igamu? Aren't you gonna search the first floor? I thought I'd check on Darumi before I start. She's still out cold, you know? Slumbering away like an enchanted princess. I guess she must have taken a lot of damage fighting that commander. Yeah, not just physical damage either. She did murder the only person she'd ever cared about with her own two hands, after all. Right. There's no other way out of that situation. Darumi still killed Hiriko. Maybe she was in shock, staying unconscious to avoid dealing with the guilt and pain of that act. Not to wonder what effect Hiriko's cryptogloom is going to have on Darumi going forward. It's going to be a real blast finding out. All of a sudden, she's able to just throw axes at all the invaders. Everybody seems to be okay, but I didn't get any hints about the bees. Closest thing would be what Tsubasa told me about that room. He said she heard people talking inside. Maybe the bees buzzing and maybe it just sound like voices through the door. Made my way to the weird room to check it out, just in case. What I saw there was... Oh, that doesn't sound good. Oh, more sponsors, what the fuck? Couldn't believe what I was seeing. Strange sound behind the door wasn't bees. It was a sponsor who's supposed to be dead, and there were two of them. How? How are they still alive? If I don't stop them, the killing game will start all over again. But I can't fight them alone. I'll go find Yugamu first. Quickly whirled around, running to the exit. However, suddenly tackled and pinned to the floor.
Hey! Let me go!
Can't let them kill me. But let them run loose in the school, more of my friends will end up dead. Need to get away and tell everybody they're here. Uh-oh. Felt a sharp pain in my nape. Did I get injected with something? As soon as I felt it... My vision turned hazy. Consciousness started to fade. I can't pass out now. Everyone will die. We have nothing to do with the invader hunt. I heard someone mutter those words near my ear. Or at least I thought I did. Day 32. My back hurts. For some reason my bed feels really hard today. Fall out of the bed at some point and spend the rest of the night on the floor? Ah, fuck. This isn't my room. I just looked around. I was in the room with the weird machines. What am I doing in here? Why was I waking up in a creepy place like this? I had no reason to be here, did I? Wait, now I remember. Yamu asked me to help look for the bees. My memory's coming back now. We were looking around the school, making sure the sponsor's insect minions weren't still lurking somewhere. But I couldn't remember anything from after I came into this room. It's all blank. Somebody else in here? Did they attack me? If anyone or anything had a reason to attack me, it would be the bees. I was the one responsible. I was one of the people responsible for their master's death, after all. Maybe they wanted revenge. But that was what happened. Gamu, Tsubasa! The bees could be after them as well. Dashed out of the room in a panic. Ran all over the school looking for my friends. Checked both their rooms, all the classrooms, library, and then finally... the cafeteria. Tsubasa, Yugamu, you're okay! Been looking for you everywhere. In the door to the cafeteria to see the two of them sitting there, eating and talking like nothing was wrong. Huh? What's up, Takumi? You're sweating like crazy. Yeah, you look more excited than a bitch in heat. We're both fine. Been worried over nothing, thank goodness. Sheesh, don't scare me like that. I think we should be the one saying that to you. Anyway, now that you're here, you might as well join in the strategy meeting. Gamu and I were just talking about how to organize the search for the QB liquid. The what? What are you talking about? The QB liquid? Come on, you can't have forgotten already. Forgotten? Never heard of this stuff before. For real? But I explained it to you this morning. Uh-oh. This morning? But we were fighting the sponsor this morning. That was yesterday. Yesterday? Something wasn't right here. Got the spare suit yesterday, and then this morning we defeated the sponsor. Hey, Takumi, what day do you think this is? Huh? Day 31 of... It's day 32, Takumi. Huh? No, that couldn't be right. Today was 32. That would mean I spent an entire day lying unconscious in that weird room. Maybe you got a concussion. You did hit your head pretty hard. I did? When did that happen? Forgot that too? Yesterday, that's day 31, you tripped and hit your head. I don't remember that at all. Is it while I was out looking for the bees? So, what happened with the bees? Did you find any of the nests or hives anywhere? Nope, not a single one. Guess I was just being paranoid. Takumi, do you really not remember? Sorry, don't remember a thing. You were acting pretty strange back then. Maybe the damage is worse than you thought. Should take it easy today. I'll come back to you once you rest up a little. Sure. Something still didn't make much sense to me, but I did like this and spent the rest of the day in my room. Ding dong, bing bong.
Well then.
Time to go to bed. Now the night of day 32. It's like a whole day's worth of memories. I'm not going to get them back just by thinking hard, but still, this is unsettling. What if I wake up with even more gaps in my memory tomorrow? Think about it that way, I'm kind of scared to go to sleep. Why is this weird stuff still happening? To overcome one ordeal, only to be faced with another right after. I thought beating the sponsor meant our luck was starting to turn. No, being negative about it won't help me now. Gave my cheeks a light slap and took a deep breath to get myself together. If I let a little something like this get me down, we'll never make it to day 100. I have to stay strong. I need to be prepared to put everything on the line for my friends, just like Hiroko did. Day 33. Wrong button. Alright. Well, the killing game's over. I think. Unfortunately, this is, we're going to have to end things off for the day. Stretch. Alright. Thank you to everyone who stopped by. Next week is going to be a metaphor week. Although I might switch things up on Friday. I haven't decided yet. Either way, go subscribe to my YouTube channel for more. And see you guys Monday for some Metaphor Refantasio. Say goodbye, Chumbly. God damn. Yep, that's fair. All right. So long, folks.